call it snake.
I was making a Hi, I'm Daisy reference.
Well, hello,
It's
ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering why we're especially late today, it's because the Master Chief Collection decided to be a little bitch. Welcome back to the Mehcast, and
what a Metley crew we are.
It wouldn't be a Metley crew stream if something didn't go wrong.
Yeah, so I'm live on my end playing Kinky Dong, which means
Yeah. So, as a quick little rundown of the technical difficulties I went through before this game would even work correctly, it has been a while since I played the Master Chief Collection. But for some reason, after the latest update, the Windows spawned over on my other monitor. So I have two monitors here. I have one where I place OBS, and I use that to... Kevin, can you go ahead and speak real quick?
speaking.
Okay, thank you. So I have one monitor where I place OBS so I can see everything and make sure that everything is going correctly. Real quick, and now Master Chief is...
There we go.
Minimized himself, and now I can only see... There we go. Okay, yeah, so it's been doing that. It didn't used to do that, but it is now.
That was random.
Yeah. Say hi to my Undertale desktop. But, it's also... Oh, I've got the game audio turned all the way up now. Now it's getting minimized again. That's amazing. So anyways... The game spawned on my right-hand monitor, which is only 1080p, and I use it for OBS. OBS was already over here, and Master Chief spawned in full screen. Now, I had to do some leet hacksaw shit, by which I mean I had to do basic Windows commands to make the Master Chief Collection come over here.
Get over here.
Yep.
Yeah, so apparently... I had to make sure my
before that,
I had to make
Restream wasn't working, so
because of course it wasn't. Great device with absolutely nothing janky going on here.
And I also couldn't log into Xbox Live. For some reason I needed to do that to play the Master Chief Collection.
Which is dumb.
Yeah.
So very, very, very...
Welcome to High Charity with Open Bar.
Ow. So yeah, we're back at Frantic Factory. Last time we were here, or we ended up rescuing the chunkiest of Kongs. This time, we're going to be going through the rest of this, and then after we're done with Frantic Factory, we will then and never have to come back here again. And in
By the way, say hello to Keith David.
Yes, Keith David is one of the absolute best things about Halo 2. Too bad he didn't reprise his role in later Halo game, or after Halo 3. I'm not joking.
Okay.
Keith David is in only Halo 2 and 3 as the Arbiter, but he's not back as the Arbiter in Halo 3.
Arbiter should have...
Halo Reach.
Yeah. Arbiter should have been a... should have been a supporting character in the entire rest of the franchise.
Yeah, because Arbiter's awesome, man.
Arbiter would have been would have been far better as a supporting character in, like, say, Halo 4 and Halo 5 than any of the new characters they made up for that.
Oh,
but 343 wants to ruin everything. But hey.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
Could be worse, they could be Paramount. Which is incidentally why I'm playing this. I've been inspired by Halo Season 2's mistreatment of the franchise. It's been in the back of my head for a while.
Okay, so... Hey, Alex.
Yes.
Who would you say is the worst character to play as in the original Donkey Kong Country?
I don't care. They're both good.
No, actually, it would be
Country.
ironically enough, it would be Donkey Kong himself.
Huh.
How?
Because Diddy is better in every conceivable
that.
way.
Chief has his helmet off, and then we don't see his face.
Because that is one of the best parts about the Chief of Masters.
Yes, we don't call Master Chief in the Halo show Master Chief. We call him Mr. Cheeks, because he's always so keen to get his ass out. So,
Anyway,
Gizmo, you know Sega vs. Capcom, right? The fan game?
Yes.
So, I'm in the Sega vs. Capcom Discord.
Okay. Cool.
And
What's going-
last night we had something weird happen in there. We had a little bit of drama.
Really? What happened?
Yeah, a guy called the Good News came in and started preaching Jesus shit in the chat.
Huh.
Like, he kept spamming the same couple of videos in a big copy pasta about how, like, some something or other.
So that's a hacked account.
Possibly, I don't know. But,
That's not legit.
This guy. But yeah, this guy came in and he started talking and spamming, you know, generally.
Well, he can hide behind me. You done with my boy here, Master Guns? I don't see any training wheels. His armor's working fine, Johnson.
You know, he was saying nasty shit and saying we were all gonna go to hell, and so I decided that I wanted to try and get a rise out of him. So I told him to get into the voice chat with me. And so a bunch of other people got into the voice chat with me, and we were just waiting for him to show up. And he joined with his mic muted, which is unfortunate, because I wanted to hear
so
what
he's a
this
coward.
Yeah, I wanted to hear what this fucker sounded like.
Lizzie, is that you?
And his he didn't say anything for the longest time, and I started singing Jesus Christ Superstar songs at him.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, I started singing Superstar. I sang Heaven on Their Minds. I sang part of Gethsemane. And nothing. He said absolutely nothing. But the other people in the call seemed to like it, so. And then eventually, you know, he left, and then the rest of us left, and then somebody else talked him into getting into the call again. And I came back, and we started attempting to get him to just say anything to us aside from his script. Like, one of the things that we settled on was saying that Shadow the Hedgehog was the one true savior, and he didn't like that. And then I started asking him questions about stuff that's been seen as satanic in the past. Like, I asked him his opinions on, like, Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden and Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff.
You told me you were gonna wear something nice. Folks need heroes, Chief. To give them hope.
And
So smile.
Well, the conclusion that he came to is that, you know, he liked Black Sabbath, he didn't know about Iron Maiden, and he didn't think them or Yu-Gi-Oh! Were satanic. So, which is interesting, considering the typical, stances somebody who espouses the other things that he was saying he takes, you know, like, he was saying in that, false, you know, you're worshipping false idols and stuff. Shadow the Hedgehog is a false idol because he's not real. Oh, and there's only one god, that kind of thing. And,
Okay.
That was it was really funny to see him say all the things that he was, because it was all this typical, like, evangelical fire and brimstone, star right to hell thing. One of the things that he said was, God is perfect and never makes any mistakes, and so I told him, well, that's clearly not true. God made a mistake when he made you.
Go ahead, Cortana.
And, he didn't...
Fucking killed him there.
He didn't say anything to that. We came to the conclusion that he had to be, like, a young kid or something, because,
Sergeant Major, the Colonial Cross
because,
for acts of singular daring.
like, he just didn't,
For a soldier
he
of the
didn't
United
say,
States
he didn't speak ever. We were just
Wow.
waiting for the admin on the server to come on and ban this guy, and this shit went on for 3 hours.
Damn.
Yeah. I was playing Clue while all this was happening. And just sitting there, or watching Discord on my other monitor, or like, it was like, oh, hi, Miranda.
His bravery in the face of impossible
Huh.
odds reflects
Oh, hi, Mark.
upon himself.
Miranda Keys. It's impressive. You know, well, you look vaguely Asian. You don't look black. And yet, you know, they completely removed Johnson from the Halo TV show. Huh. They made her and Captain Keys black, but they removed Johnson, the one of
The
the
actual black guy.
the actual black guy who's one of the best characters in the entire fucking game. One of the most beloved characters in the entire
How
franchise.
ironic.
Form a defensive perimeter around the cluster.
And by ironic, I mean completely expected.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You have the mech gun.
I wonder how
As soon as they come in range,
often
open up.
it is that Phineas and Ferb ends up influencing some of our senses of humor.
Destroyed reach was 50
Well,
times this size.
we did
Reference it
watch
multiple
we did
times.
watch a lot of it as children, so
Give their
Yeah.
ships a straight
Such a
Ferb,
great
I
show.
know what we're gonna do today.
yep.
Hey, where's Perry?
Oh, Benny the Platypus!
Oh yeah. And speaking of Shadow the Hedgehog, can
I
you
am
see
already-
all of me walk into
I'm not
my
looking forward to Keanu
mystery?
Reeves'
Step
Shadow.
inside and hold on for dear life. I
don't
wouldn't
like
say
Keanu
it's, I wouldn't say it's stupid. Keanu Reeves is a good choice for the role.
No.
You're a hoe.
Why we
'Cause,
need celebrity voice actors when it's already been proof that getting the actual voice actor for the role would not be a terrible idea at all.
Well, no, I mean I understand, and I understand that you want to see the actual.
We all do, but the
You know,
thing
the-
is,
the
nobody
original
knows
cast.
voice actors
But
as much as Hollywood
Here's
actors.
the thing: as far as like, celebrity voice casting goes, it's not a bad idea.
It's
Like,
really
Except
not.
it
we're-
is.
No, we're
Wow.
talking about like somebody who can
Aye.
do that kind of voice, not somebody who's just some fuck, you know? Hang on.
And that's exactly what he's gonna sound like as Shadow.
No, he's gonna sound like,
you've seen
dude,
him.
he's gonna sound like Shadow the fucking Hedgehog because he already sounds like Shadow the fucking Hedgehog. As
So
John
in other
Wick.
words,
Where do you
just,
come?
so in other words, just Neo as Shadow.
No,
Now,
it's
you
gonna
say
be,
that like it's a
gonna be
bad
like
thing.
John Wick, you know?
Bogus.
Yep. Well, I guess that's my fault. So, I'm gonna go back here now.
In other news, Rip Bozo to Orenthal J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
The juice is loose. Hell.
Yep.
So,
And in other news,
it's,
whose cancer has killed the killer, but The cancer will not say a word.
So, allow me to put on my now allow me to put on my best Norm Macdonald impression, and I am aware
Ladies and
that this is
gentlemen,
not a
we got him.
particularly good Norm Macdonald impression, but we're going to have to deal with it. In other news, O.J. Simpson can finally rest in peace knowing that his wife's killer is finally dead.
Oh my god.
He's not here right now.
How did O.J. die? Cancer. Cancer has disavowed all knowledge of this act and denied all associations, and vowed to stop at nothing to bring the real killer to justice.
It was so blatantly obvious that he did it.
Yes. Unfortunately, they're... Oh, I'm sorry, you're one of my guys.
So what have I ever been one of your guys?
Kevin,
Elaborate
don't
on...
you know? You are my number one guy.
I always thought that I would be the number one guy. Tied to America's greatest talent.
Aw, it's sweet that you think of me like that.
No, I'm talking about
What?
No, I'm talking about the lead singer for the California Raisins.
Oh.
That is an obscure reference to the fucking book.
I
So,
may not. I may
so
or may not.
obscure that even historians are like, "What the fuck, bro?"
I may or may not be silly today.
Hang on, I thought I switched the controls for this one.
Which, by the way, a selling it as to
Red
some
Halo
people may
2.
may end up interpreting me as being drunk.
Hold. Button layout. Custom.
Are you drunk?
Flashlight.
No.
Action reload.
Well, then why'd you bring it
wasn't
up?
on- I wasn't on that.
I am stone cold sober.
It's not what I fucking asked for, guys. None of this is what I wanted. I thought I set this up earlier.
Hey, this isn't in the show that I was wanting to watch.
Edit layout. Jump A, crouch L. That's good.
So
Fire
a jump.
right trigger, fire secondary left. Zoom right. Oh, okay. Hang on. Zoom right, right stick.
Ooh,
Right
banana.
button reload. That doesn't seem right.
Tong, he dong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toggle flashlight.
So and now we go in here.
Okay. Action
Try to
reload.
relax your anus.
Okay, there we go. Yep. It'll be easier. There we go.
Try to relax your anus. Your anus.
So Gizmo, what are the other news and topics to
shoulders.
discuss us today?
Sad news. Boutique video game record label Ship to Shore has shut down.
Well, that's a damn shame. Whatever they were.
What?
Sorry.
Where are you?
They've been in business for about 10 years, and unfortunately, they, from what the looks of it, they didn't have enough. They didn't have enough money to keep the operation going.
Yeah, that
or the
sucks.
manpower. It does, because this is one of the very few.
Actually, hang on. Are they putting out vinyl records?
Not just vinyl records, but also compact disc and cassette.
Because I was gonna say, if they were only putting out vinyl records, I'd say, hey, well, you know, oh, no big loss. But that since they're putting out like actual music that people can listen to, you know, CDs. Yes, I am a CD supremacist.
Okay, then.
I still don't see why people don't listen to CD. Oh, but vinyl, yeah. But vinyl, shut up.
Vinyl is.
It's good.
You're
It's cool.
stupid.
It's cool. It's good. But like, come on, man.
Do you know the amount of hardware it requires to? Do you know the amount of hardware it requires?
It's expensive just to get one.
I was hoping to get through there, but apparently that's not going to let me do that. The amount of hardware it requires to play back vinyl correctly and not damage it, and like that stuff isn't easy to find. And then you also have the fact that if you want to digitize that stuff and listen to it in a like via your phone or something like that,
or computer,
or your computer, track splitting isn't automatic, and it's also not easy. Like, you have to record this stuff in real time. I can dump a CD at less, you know, at less than real time. Like,
all computers also have CD rips too.
Yeah, like you can. I have a compute, you know, I have exact audio copy, which allows me to make FLAC copies of every single CD that I own. And, you know.
Also, there's a lot of consoles and a lot of...
help you.
That also helps that a lot
Master
of
Chief
consoles
will.
have... Okay. It also helps that a lot of modern-day consoles are able to play CDs.
Yes.
From the 360 and PS3 onward. Hell, I think even the PS2 and the Xbox actually were able to play.
The PS1 through PS3 and the Xbox.
I think it'll start with PS1.
No, the PS4 cannot play CDs.
I didn't say PS4.
I said the PS1 through the PS3.
I said it all started with the PS1.
Right.
And just to give some context on what they were selling, their vinyl records have 5 pages worth of content. Their cassette tapes are 1 page, and compact disc 1 page, but you add it all up together, it's 6 pages. That's a small amount, but keep in mind that these are one of the very few people who are willing to go through the ringer and put video game soundtracks on physical formats.
Yeah.
Like their CD soundtracks consist of the original Mother game and Celeste. The cassette tapes are actually pretty cool. Celeste Farewell, Klonoa Door to the Phantomile, Klonoa 2, Lunatic's Veil, Tales of Symphonia.
Interesting.
Celeste B-Sides, Eschism. Don't ask me what that's pronounced. It's no. Mega Man Legends 2 and Boom Shakalaka Boom Baptiste. Take a guess what that's a soundtrack of.
NBA.
The fact that you actually answered that, yes, it's NBA.
Gizmo, you forget that I am very familiar with Boom Shakalaka.
Yes, but I also... Okay, what? Yeah, I'm moving on. Their vinyl records consist of Mother 2, Celeste B-Sides, Chicory, A Colorful Tale, Tales of Symphonia, Legends of Mystical Ninja, Suikoden 2,
Is that a
Chicory, a sound.
Goemon?
Yes. Mother 2 had 2 vinyl tracks, Celeste B had 1, Chicory had 4 vinyl tracks, Tales of Symphonia had 3 vinyl tracks, Legends of Mystical Ninja had 2, Suikoden had 2, Chicory had 1, Darkwood had 1, Singularity had 1, Mega Man Legends has 2, Memories of Tokyo 2 Mellow, whatever that means. Yeah, that's a soundtrack to the Jet Set Radio game.
Understand the concept of love.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, that was my fault.
Rocket launcher.
Thank you, Metal Slug.
They have Celeste, the original soundtrack that has 2 vinyls. Klonoa, Doors to the Phantom Isle has 2 vinyls. Klonoa 2 has 2 vinyls. Beautiful Joe 2 has 2 vinyls. Mega Man Battle Network had a vinyl, that, as well as Mega Man Battle Network 2. Celeste Complete Sound Collection had 2. Phantasy Star 4 had 2. Yuji Toriyama had 1. Contra Rebirth had 1. Mother had 2. West of Loathing had 1. The Power Stone game had 1. Gradius Gaiden had 2. Getsu Fumaden Undying Moon had 2. Bomberman 1 and 2 had 1. Bomberman Hero had 2. Contra Shattered Soldier had 2. Fantasy Star had 1. Oh, wow. The Ninja Warriors had 1. Attack on Titan had 2. That's the game. Wargroove 2 had 2. L'Orange Point had 1. Zunata Arcade Classics Volume 2. Darius had 1. Cosmic Star Heroine had 1. Gradius 2 had 1. Gradius 3 had 2. Eskism had 1. Guacamelee had 1. Guacamelee 2 had 1. Esper 1 and 2 had 1. Konami Wars 1 and 2 had 2. I'm only thinking it's Konami Wars because it says Konami YY World 1 and 2. Let's see. Jet Lancer had 1. Another West of Loathing 1 had 1. Darius 2 had 1. Celeste had 2. Phantasy Star 2 had 1. Phantasy Star 3 had 1. Guilty Gear had 2. The original. Snatcher had 1. Oh, wait. Snatcher had 2. Rocket Knight Adventures had 1. The original Gradius had 1. Sparkster had 1. Celeste Farewell had 1. Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth had 1. Let's see. Kid Dracula had 1. Gradius Rebirth had 2. Let's see. Rad had 1. Kralko Block Knockers had 1. Mega Man Legends 2 had 2. Breath of Fire 2 had 2. Breath of Fire 3 had 2. Suikoden 1 had 2. Mega Man Battle Network 3 White had 1. Cryptid the Necrodancer had 1. Gimmick had 1. Contra Hardcore had 1. No, wait. Contra Hardcore had 2. Dreamskeeper had 2. I can keep going on.
Happened?
But that was mostly vinyls.
That.
All right.
Oh, are we outside?
Sorry to
Oh,
break
we're
up
out in.
things,
Oh yeah,
Gizmo,
we are.
but
We're going out in space. This is the part where we go out in space.
I will put the link
Okay.
to the ship to
That's why
shore.
everything's muffled.
I will put the link to ship to shore in the group chat just in case anybody's interested in buying anything from their stock.
I am currently playing one of the worst
They're still selling
bonus mini
cassettes,
games
CDs, and
in
vinyl
Donkey Kong 64.
Yep.
up until they're
Beaver
yeah.
freaking bother.
Better in this version than it is on the N64 version. I'm not kidding.
God damn.
Okay.
All right, Gizmo.
Yeah, I'm here.
Just making sure. Like I said, I didn't mean to interrupt you. It was just that fucking minigame is dog shit.
Yep, and it's only gonna get worse later.
Be thankful that I'm playing the Wii U version. Otherwise, we'd be here for hours on that.
Yeah.
Because of one thing. The goddamn collision detection. Because
Oh,
to
I
give
didn't
you a
mean to do that,
rundown,
but
Beaver
it worked.
Bother has you play as a claptrap. I'm trying to get a bunch of naughties into a pit. And the issue is that even though it's kind of easy to scare them, just snap your jaws at them once and they'll just go running for a bit. However, the
Yep.
thing is that there is a collision detection an issue in the original N64 version of this game, where sometimes the naughties will not register that there is a hole, that there is supposed to be a hole in front of them that they're to fall into. Sometimes you got to get them at the right angle, or otherwise they just
Ah,
will
to hell
not
with it.
go in.
Yeah, unfortunately.
This problem is fixed in the Wii U
Oh,
version,
goddammit.
as the collision detection is much better. It's a little janky still, but it's leaps and bounds better than the N64 version. Now, in case you're wondering what's my least favorite what's actually the worst minigame in this one, because that's the Wii U version kind of made Beaver Bother not the worst minigame anymore. No, it's something else that we'll be getting to later on.
I think
And
I know which one you're talking about.
yeah, it's one where I gotta shoot something, but the things that I have to avoid are the Kongs. And the issue is that because the Wii U version doesn't have slowdown like the original N64 version.
I don't think emulators have that lag either.
Yeah. As far as I could tell, every playthrough I've seen of this, which was through like emulation, and still had that lag.
Oh,
I
all
could
right.
always be wrong.
The carriers are breaking through, sir. They're heading straight for the Cairo. Cortana, concentrate your fire on the first.
And we should also be thankful that I haven't gotten to Banjo-Kazooie yet, because otherwise, if I start when and if I get to the oil area, and I start falling, be thankful that I'm playing a version of the game that has save states allowed. Because Gizmo, you would know various people's frustrations with that stage, right?
What stage?
The stage in Banjo-Kazooie where you're at the oil thing.
No.
You're outside of the it's I'm gonna look this up now because this is gonna bug me.
You know what's bugging the Japanese? The tourists have taken everything.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they say.
Yeah, well, the retro game market over there is a lot cheaper than it is over here, so
Oh
we
yeah, now
tend
I
to.
know. Yeah, before you go on,
friends of
it's
mine,
Rusty Bucket
friends of mine
Bay.
used to. I used to give friends of mine, who go to Japan money to buy stuff from there for me. That's how I got my Japanese version of Chrono Trigger
Cool. Anyway, before we
and
go
Final
on,
Fantasy
just
VI.
neat. Anyway, and before we go on, Gizmo, the name of the level was Rusty Bucket Bay.
Okay.
It's the one where there's like this huge ship in the center of the stage, but every part of the water is full of oil, and you'll drown twice as fast. Right, and that's even if you try to come up for air. Fucking hell.
You were saying?
So yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's like there are numerous hazards in that stage that could kill you so instantly, especially
What?
the inside of the ship, and where
Just
there are bottomless
cutting straight
pits
to the
just
cutscene.
about
Okay.
everywhere. And it's just, and also the bottomless pits wouldn't be an issue if it wasn't for the fact that you had to do some balancing.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that.
Okay, you were saying, Alex?
Sir, permission to leave the station.
I was just saying that, the retro games over there tend to be like $10 at most after conversion. Like, it's real good deals for stuff over there. And, as opposed to, stuff over here in America where they want an arm and a leg for shit.
Doing nickel and
And,
dime.
Sadly, Edward Elric already had to pay that.
Yeah, and,
Bruh.
the good thing is that the stuff over there is also like really in really good condition as well. So
Yeah, that's because
you're
Japanese
paying
like,
less to get better
property.
conditioned stuff. Like I've got a Japanese Game Boy Pocket that I got from over there. I've got various Japanese games and consoles and stuff. Often they sell them as they'll sell this stuff as being in like poor condition if it has a little bit of miscoloration, and it gives it a steep markdown. And that leads to people saying, "Hey, I could go over there and get this stuff." And now people, the scalpers have found the market, and they're buying up shitloads of games to resell. And congratulations, the scalpers have now ruined it for the rest of us.
How many of you do you think? How many of you do you think? How many of them do you think don't play games to begin with?
Oh, probably most of them.
I just want to ruin it for everybody else.
The scalpers are like the guys who do like the grading for comic books and video games and coins and VHS tapes and shit. They're just in there to be middlemen to try and profit off of a hobby that other people have, Thank you, Johnson. They're trying to make a profit off of other people's hobbies, essentially.
I wouldn't say that because that could mean anything. That would also mean that
Here's the thing. The guys behind the video game grading market are the same guys behind the rare coin scam from the late 80s.
Yeah. So, but that's different, though. You're talking about the graders. Those are different because people who buy the games for themselves want to play them. And depending on how rare it is, they want to display them, too.
Yeah.
It's like scalpers. That like when the way you described a scalper, that could literally mean anybody.
It's like a third-party reseller. or who... Okay,
Right,
so
that could be
Robert's
anybody.
Anime Corner Store is a great example of this kind of thing, because I ordered a copy of Samurai Pizza Cats on standard definition Blu-ray from him, and because he was one of the only places that still had it in stock after the series went out of print. And he canceled my order saying that it was out of stock. Okay. And then a couple of weeks later, it popped up on a couple of copies popped up on his eBay store, and I messaged him saying, "Hey, what the fuck?" And he said, "Oh, these are overstock copies that I got from somewhere else that I paid more for." And it's like, yeah, bullshit, motherfucker. Or you're just trying to jack up the price because it went out of print. And these guys are trying to do the same thing. They're picking up something for a lower price and then jacking up the prices. It's like Funimation did the same thing with the Dragon boxes. They found a bunch of Dragon boxes in their warehouse and marked them up to the third-party prices, and that's what these guys are doing. They're taking Japanese games that sold for cheap in their native market, and they're putting them up on sites like eBay, etc. And and putting them up for higher prices. Those are not the same posters. Let's see. Mombasa Circus. Oh, these are just... Okay, so some of these are just screenshots from the first game. Okay. Alien Bulletin, Planet Reach Catastrophe. Hey, that's cool. Squad! We got hostiles.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, you know what? You should have thought about that before you pinned me into a corner, dipshit. Oh my fucking god. Marine! Let me... What am I playing? Colonial Marines?
Perhaps you are, Alex.
Let's get you back in shape.
I wonder if we'll ever embrace the idea of the orangutan known as Lanky Kong becoming a meme one day.
I thought you were
Never.
going to say, I wonder if we'll ever embrace the idea of playing Aliens Colonial Marines on this stream. And I was going to say, I have it.
Fuck no.
Yeah, when?
Fuck no, I'm not playing that piece of shit.
That's fair. That's perfectly fair.
Oh, just so people know, that's no over-exaggeration when Alex says that they're basically taking everything because they're dirt cheap. I'm reading a quote here from the article when talking to someone named Oliver Gia.
Oh, yeah.
A year ago, there were tons
Yeah,
of...
Oliver's a cool dude. He's on Twitter.
Yeah, he says a year ago, there were tons of Famicom Disk System games, but this is all that's left. The
Yep.
PS1 section is half
God damn
empty.
it.
The tourists have taken everything. I don't bother shopping for retro games in big Japanese cities anymore. I saw a guy just taking everything off the already paltry DS shelf. There are tons of people like him, and very little anyone can do because it's obviously not illegal. So I don't even bother anymore.
Yeah.
I should specify that if you're a tourist in Japan and buying these games because you genuinely want to play them, I don't have an issue with you. It's the people who clear entire shelves just to scalp them online when they get home that ruin the hobby here for everyone. Why are you scalping Japanese games when you know they're cheap?
Because they... So what resellers like that do is they tend to parasitize onto whatever they can make a quick buck off of. And they try to get like anything, and they think that anything will sell. And sometimes, you know, for a little while, sometimes it will. Like, you'll be able to, hang on, I'm trying to... No, that's not what I'm trying to do, game. There we go. So, for a while, sometimes you actually will be able to, you know, get rich off of scalping things or make a quick buck off of things. But, you know, it's... Eventually the supply runs out. Eventually the patience and willingness to buy runs out as well. And you start getting people trying to ask, like, $100 for something, for, like retro Madden game. 100 fucking bucks. And it's like... This is bottom-of-the-barrel shovelware, or, like, you know, we're talking... Literally, we're talking, like, Madden, we're talking... What are you doing?
NHL, NFL.
Yeah, shovelware, or stuff that you'd get from the fucking discount bin back in the day. Hey, that you'd beg for the for somebody to take off your hands if you had like a thrift store or something.
Oh, hold on, I got some. Let's
and then all of a sudden people started. All of a sudden people started.
Thank you, Damon, for interacting with the chat. It does help us quite a bit.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, all of a sudden you got people trying to pawn off this stuff of his, like, classics and things like that. And when it was literally garbage, like VHS tapes. VHS tapes, for the longest time, were something that everybody wanted to get rid of. Nobody liked them. You couldn't get... Like, people threw them away because they were literally trash. And now, you know, there was a shitty video quality, shitty, format that didn't last very long. Like, this is one of the reasons why one of my biggest gripes with Captain America Civil War is that a 30-year-old VHS tape plays well. In a... Like, after having been left in a fucking Russian, prison... or Russian laboratory in the middle of fucking Siberia. VHS tapes don't last well under, like, perfect conditions. They start crumbling. You play them back too many times. Sometimes you play them back in the wrong time of day, and shit gets fucked up. And
So what you're saying is that you're still not a fan of that bootleg?
VHS tapes, like, VHS tapes were mass-produced, and they were basically fucking shit. It's like, you know, audio cassettes. People will try to... Why is my needler out of ammo? I thought I picked up more ammo for it. Maybe I didn't. Go. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's another needler. I like the needler. It's purple. But,
Good
oh,
answer.
God damn it. You know, that's why they're kind of treated like, you know, like nothing on Best of the Worst. Like, it's kind of a joke that they're even considered collector's items. Like, I have VHS tapes of stuff that I like. Like, I have Excalibur on VHS, but I have that because I like the art on it. I like the movie. I have Top Gun on, like, VHS and Betamax, but that's because it's my favorite movie of all time. Like, I have the original Star Wars films on VHS. But again, that's Star Wars, and those are the original theatrical cuts. You know? I'm not out here collecting every VHS tape that I come across. Most of them don't fucking work, and there's no way to tell until you put them in the fucking player, and you figure out whether they unspool themselves or if there's something going on where they're all, you know, they're just all fucked up. Like they got demagnetized, or they sat in the sun for too long, or whatever.
So, Alex,
the guys from
what you're trying
Best
to
of the
tell me
Worst
is that
find this shit. And, her Red Letter Media, they find tapes that don't work all the time. They just die in the middle of playback.
So, Alex, what you're trying to say is that bootleg really affected your opinion on Captain America: Civil War?
Oh, VHS... No, I'm saying that VHS tapes are garbage, and anybody who's trying to make a buck off of selling them for more than pay me to take all of them is crazy. Yeah. And that's, that's very similar to this stuff. Like that's some nice lighting. And yet this game came running on the Xbox One. And actually, hang on. Yeah, that's
Alex,
still some nice lighting in the
explain-
classic version as well. Well, it's not as dynamic, but like...
So, Alex, would you care to explain to the folks at home this bootleg that I keep talking about?
Oh, yeah. We have a running joke, and we're going to do a dramatic reading of this nonsense that Kevin has come up with as to why I don't like, literally, the movie that killed the MCU.
Well, the movie that killed the MCU was, Black Widow.
Okay, you know what? That's also fair.
And another movie that could have been considered, or the one that killed the MCU, was Captain Karen. I don't know where you're getting...
Captain Plank,
I don't know where
and the mysterious case of no ass.
I don't know where you're getting this idea
I
that...
like big butts and I cannot lie. You are the brothers, can't deny.
When a girl walks in with an itty-bitty waist and a round thing
in your face, you can get sprung.
Sprung? So... Oh, yeah. Essentially, this quote-unquote nonsense was
God damn it!
was written and directed by James Gunn.
I wanna...
As in the man who is going to ruin DC later on.
We're operational, ma'am. Barely. Our pilots didn't make it.
Find a hole, stay put. We'll come to you.
So apparently there's some guy over on Twitter who has a website where he's working on creating AI girlfriends with computer connected pussy peripherals.
Okay, then this person has clearly no life whatsoever.
Yeah, and he put out a statement saying AI women are women, and when I saw that, I wasn't sure if it was a troll or not, because well, you know.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, the context behind that is like, it's probably a play on trans women or women, I think. I don't know. AI people can be a little bit
weird.
Yeah, AI people can be a little bit out there. Me, I'm going to take all of the vocal recordings I've ever done in my life and create an AI bot so that when I get to be 1,000,000 years old, I will still be able to live on past my death. That's my whole plan for use of generative AI. I'm going to build AlexBot 9000, and you'll still be able to tune in to the Mehcast every week for new me content, reading the news, even after I'm dead. That's not a frightening concept at all, is it?
Except it totally is.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I find appeal in the concept of being able to live on through the machine. I don't know.
Okay, so Alex is a full-on Terminator.
Yo,
Well,
I
we
need
know
your
what to
clothes,
do.
your boots, and your motorcycle. I
I don't have
am
any.
lost.
I don't
Supposed to go through
have.
here.
My clothes would not be of much use to you.
No,
I'm
that's
not
where I
wearing.
came from. Okay.
I'm not wearing shoes. And I do not drive a motorcycle.
It does not matter. Give me your motorcycle. You don't have to
I don't.
drive one and to own one.
I don't own one.
Damn.
Go talk to somebody else, you fucking weirdo.
Sergeant, I need you on the bird. My pelicans
And I just be like, look, if I give you a spare pair of pants that may fit you, will you go away, Mr. Schwarzenegger bot?
I appreciate the offer. Okay. I get the distinct impression that I should have followed these guys, but I am going to have to reload.
Okay, so
Are you
one
okay,
thing
Gizmo? Can you breathe?
Gizmo,
Breathe in, breathe out, breathe slowly.
always summon Exodia.
Oh yeah, there is a Hello Kitty Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
crossover for that for some reason only exists in Canada and Europe for McDonald's toys.
Yeah,
And it's unfortunate because the Hello Kitty Dark Magician is adorable.
Okay, so Alex, one thing that becomes abundantly clear later on in this game is the fact that Tiny ends up being the single most useful Kong in the game.
Cool.
Definitely.
Not really, because prefer everybody else.
Okay, so we're here. Oh, right. I'm stupid again. I thought the door was supposed to open. I have a very short attention span today because for some, I was up until 1 a.m. laughing at this stupid fucker on, the good news on, over on, Discord. Excuse me. You think you can just walk past me like that and not get your ass kicked?
The answer is yes. Okay, I better load up on guns and bring my friends.
Because it's fun to learn and to pretend. Speaking of loading up on guns and bringing some friends, I brought some friends along, boy! Ow.
We were saying,
This weapon fucking sucks.
okay, so Gizmo, how would you feel about one day us at the Metley crew doing Black Dynamite? That silence tells me. I'll take that silence as yes.
Ow. Ow. Yeah, that was me being stupid.
Gizmo?
What do you say?
I said, Ed, how would you feel about
Yeah, that's where you get
us
cut
at
off.
the?
Dynamite.
How would you
Black
fe-
dynamite.
How would you feel about us doing Black Dynamite one day?
Both the movie and the animated series.
I'll take that as a yes. Great enthusiasm, Gizmo. Very much appreciated.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I don't even know what the question was. Say
Black
it again.
Dynamite, do you want to watch it?
The
The movie, the
Series-
TV show, both.
original or the TV show?
Both.
Yeah, there's a team. Yeah.
Which
You wanna do-
Which one?
Both. All of it.
Yeah. Yeah, literally the show and the movie.
Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side. Fucking hell. The Marines are goddamn worthless. They're not watching my back here.
Oh, the Marines.
They're not Katana. Because as we all know, Katana's got Rick Flag's back.
I'd advise
I
not
would've-
getting killed by her.
Her sword traps
are-
the souls of its victims. I know, that scene is terrible.
I wonder what
Damon,
the
how did
original
you-
introduction of her was.
Damon, how did you feel about the character of Katana in Suicide Squad?
No idea. I mean, I
Did
have
you kn-
seen the original film, but that
Yeah,
was
that's
it.
what. That's what we mean. Because
Oh.
Rick Flag in that movie says, "This is Katana. She's got my back." I
Katana
would
should have
advise
been in the
getting
Suicide
killed by
Squad. She
her.
would have had Rick Flag's back.
I don't really
Especially
have
after
much
he-
of an opinion.
Especially
I
after
was
he
really
killed by the
disappointed
Invisible Man.
that they took her and Deadshot out of Arrow, or sorry, I have to say it right, Deadshot out of Arrow, because they were in that movie. Because you know what? Neither of them ever got used again.
That's retarded.
Deadshot hasn't been back in the DCEU since. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Since when?
There we go. Since Suicide Squad. Does
Was
you have
Deadshot
the fucking stupid?
Was Deadshot Caucasian in Arrowverse?
Deadshot was Caucasian in the comics as well, yes.
No, I'm talking about in the Arrowverse.
Yes, in the Arrowverse he was Caucasian.
Then that would explain part of
Well,
it.
he also... Well, here's the thing. Warner Brothers has that stupid policy in place where sometimes they don't let you use certain characters in TV that they're using in a movie. Which is why Deadshot
Alright.
got written out of the Arrowverse. Right when he was getting to be a really good character.
And then I wonder if they
Fucking
would have
thing.
recycled the plot of Suicide. I wonder if they would have ended up using the plot of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, where Deadshot, where it turns out the Caucasian Deadshot wasn't the real Deadshot.
Man, I don't know. I fell out of the Arrowverse a long time before the final nail was put in the coffin, so I wouldn't even know. Ooh.
In other news, you can control your Switch with the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, cool. Gizmo, are you good? You sound really congested.
Yeah, I think I'm going down with something. It might be nothing.
There we go. Don't mind me, I'm just picking up ammunition from my comrades' corpses. Go. Alright, now we are good to go. Excuse you. I need you to die now.
No, thank you.
Oh, not you. That shooty boy back there. Did you know that the Arrowverse had multiple gun control episodes? Neither of which made any sense. There was Spectre of the Gun, which I showed Kevin, and unfortunately put him off the Arrowverse forever, or fortunately, depending on your perspective, because while...
I'm not watching any Arrowverse stuff anymore.
Well, you'll want to watch Constantine. Constantine is in the Arrowverse, and that's really good. Unfortunately, it is only one season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the good shit lasts one season, and then everything else goes to hell. Stay out of sight, you say? I'm gonna run straight into enemy fire.
Fucking hell.
Guns akimbo. Guns a... Fuck! Hello.
Hey.
Some Australian people came into work today. Apparently they don't have, Vegemite at Subway in Australia.
Oh. Well, actually, they don't. Because
Yeah,
there's
that's-
actually a Subway in town.
Huh.
In my area.
Yeah. Yeah, I was, it's interesting. Well, that's what I said, they don't. And I was disappointed to hear that, because, like, I'd have thought that, that would be one of the things that, that they'd have over there, but... Because it is a big deal over in Australia, but... I don't know. But hey, the last time I met an Australian person, I asked him, is Vegemite as good as they say? And he said absolutely. But, I still have yet to try it, and it's been nearly 10 years since I asked that question. I should probably see if there's any Vegemite on Amazon.
You know, weirdly enough, the second race with that toy car I just did is way easier than the first one. How does that make any sense? Anybody care to explain that to me?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hang on, I need to go back and steal a ship.
You know, sometimes I wonder, I look at my dog and I ask her, could you stop being so cute?
Why would you want that?
She
You're
tells
a
me
monster.
no. I would never actually say that. It's just a joke on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, these Australians came in, there were 4 of them, and one of them had a... For some reason, the banks around here do not give a shit if you have, like, if you use, like, foreign money. So, foreign currency winds up in like, exchanges all the time, like change rolls, and... I need your ship. I need your ship! I need your ship!
Remember,
Mine is busted!
does anybody remember that one time when a part of an alien that looked like Upgrade ended up becoming Julie's pet in Ben 10?
Ah.
And the funny thing is that apparently, hey, I get the impression that Yuri Lowenthal voices characters with unspoken riz. And nobody's gonna comment on that.
I'm sorry, I'm currently attempting to keep Earth from getting taken over by the fucking Covenant right now.
Fuck the Covenant.
Yeah, fuck the Covenant.
No, as in forget them, do other things.
Heavy metal. Oh, no metal at all. Well, that fucking sucked. But yeah,
Imagine that being...
Excuse me.
Some reason I imagine that being
Ow.
your death cry if you were a playable character in a first-person shooter. Be like, well, that sucked. Ow.
Die.
Ow,
I'm
ow.
literally in your face. You need to die.
This tunnel links
I'm literally teabagging you right now. Please die.
but it beats swimming.
Oh, thank fucking
not.
God.
No.
There's an intact one here. This is good game design.
I've been analyzing.
Former Citra dev says team behind 3DS emulator Lemonade stole his code.
I think they expected us to be.
Huh. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Apparently stuff like that is fairly common. Kung Fu Man was talking about how somebody stole something he worked on for Fallout. Speaking of which, Fallout London has been delayed because Bethesda has announced that they are remastering Fallout 4. And it is launching very soon.
Wow, that
What?
sounds like an utter...
Yeah, and the game is pretty much guaranteed to not run well, because it's a Bethesda game. I can't wait. That reminds me, I need to play through the Fallout games for the channel. I started on Fallout 1, and that did pretty well, but, here's the thing. It was back on the old computer, and... Thank you. Thank you. God damn it. It was back on the old computer, and, back... way back when I wasn't as good at recording as I am now. No, I wouldn't say that I'm great at it now, but I at least have a much better setup than I used to. And I know how to EQ.
This one, Crazy Kong Clamor. This is the worst minigame in the game.
Yep. Especially when you're playing on the Wii U or even an emulator, because there's no lag or slowdown.
Yep.
God damn it. Okay. So we're gonna try that again, once more, with feeling.
With more emotion than a Tara Reid performance.
Yes. She was in Van Wilder. Every time I see that she was in Van Wilder, I cock my head and go, what? Because that's like a good movie. That's not the movie that I typically expect her to... No, I'm the opposite of scared. I'm out here shooting you with my... There we go. Come on, come on. It's not the kind of caliber of movie that I typically associate her with, but then again, Christian Slater was in a movie with her, and it was Alone in the Dark.
That one movie I know Doug Walker and Linkara and Spoonie reviewed.
Oh, yeah, Dude. One of these days, we're gonna get around... We're gonna get around onto that, and...
To what?
Uwe Boll's filmography.
No, we won't.
I mean, we will.
No, we won't.
Anyways, holy shit.
All right. Anyway.
Holy shit. Okay, I don't know how I'm not dead, but whatever. Oh my god, it's a tank. Oh my god, it's a fucking tank. I'm, if they notice me, if they notice me, if they notice me... If they notice me, I'm fucking dead.
And if they don't notice you, you're also fucking dead.
Oh, possibly.
I know of how these paradoxes work. Remember, Zuko would rather deal with the Earth Kingdom than he would deal with his sister. Because his sister is that much of a crazy bitch.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which, by the way, speaking of which, I finally finished Avatar: The Last Airbender's Netflix first season.
Okay.
And I just have to say this. Like, did they really need to do what they did?
Gonna wear this guy like a hat.
In that show, when there were infinitely better solutions than the one they have chosen.
Well, I mean, god damn it. Hang on. There we go.
Because...
Infinitely better solutions than the one they chose. That sounds like every adaptation ever these days.
Okay, so to explain... And yet... So, Zhao, much like his live-action counterpart played by Asif Manvi in The Last Airbender, or Zhao in this version ends up killing the moon spirit via a knife instead of firebending it. Yeah, I know. Spoilers for the actual show. Oh, and it's like they tried to force some of the dialogue from the show into the Netflix series. Is when it doesn't really work when the entirety of trying to get Zhao to stop was mostly done by Iroh as opposed to Aang and then later Iroh.
Yeah. Changing around dialogue, changing around characters and then not changing around dialogue, or changing around dialogue and not changing around the characters is a persistent issue that things such as Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and a couple of other things have had over the years. This is why when you're making an adaptation, the golden rule is to change as little as possible, to preserve as much of the original meaning as possible.
Yeah. And, of course, I am eternally reminded of the fact that at any time we end up learning more about the female avatars in Avatar: The Last Airbender, I am reminded that at every female avatar so far has sucked.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is. Because what this tells me, because I'm like, so what you're telling me is that you don't know how to write women?
Yeah. It's not like it's difficult. Write them like a
No.
fucking person.
Yeah, not just like oh how Kyoshi, how Avatar Kyoshi and Yang Chen were in their novels. I'm like, the Avatar novels were clearly a mistake.
Evidently.
I did not mean to do that, but whatever, game. So yeah,
Don't
and
you
the
mean
fact,
Ong?
weirdly enough, Ong is actually how his name is pronounced in Mandarin Chinese. I
Interesting.
know. Oh, bizarre.
So the one thing the Shyamalan film did correct out of all of the other things that it...
That they got wrong.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just distracted by the flashing lights on the lines there. That's a pretty cool detail. And it was there in the original too.
So yeah, Ang, weirdly enough, is not the accurate pronunciation if you're going for Mandarin Chinese. However, I think it's one of those flexible pronunciations.
He is. Probably.
Anyway,
Come out,
and it's
wherever you... Oh, fuck it.
and and it's not like Avatar: The Last Airbender has ever really tried to be, culturally accurate to anything, because they've had multiple influences throughout out their story and their world. So it's not just like one thing influences one nation and all that.
Yeah, that's kind of how you have to create something like that. Otherwise, you wind up directly aping a single culture and not exactly creating something unique. You know?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
fun and Gizmo, I'm not sure if you know this, but one of the main villain of the first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Admiral Zhao. Oh, he's voiced by Jason Isaacs, whom you might know from The Patriot.
And Harry Potter.
Yep. Which, funnily enough, Jiren, Jiren J. Zhao, that Chinese YouTuber I mentioned, and actually mentions that in her cultural influences video on Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Can I pilot you? Can I can I pilot you?
And I'm like,
Huh.
I can see I can see that you are familiar with her with Harry Potter as well as many other people in the world.
Yes! No! I wanted to drive this thing. Looks like the dropship from Star Wars. Oh yeah, this thing's just glowing. It's definitely fine to run it at breakneck speeds down the freeway. Like that car I saw on the road that was held together by fucking zip ties and duct tape.
Um,
I wish I was fucking kidding too. It was like
and so
looked like it had half a door on one side.
apparently they tried to make the whole so in the live action series they tried to make the whole Zuko was seeking out oh the Avatar what was just a wild goose chase into a bit more of a plot point just so that Ozai could pretty much prep up Azula for stuff, and I'm like, that is not necessary at all. And her character in the live action show, is nowhere near as charismatic and cunning as, or in the action show is nowhere near as charismatic and cunning as the Netflix
Hell yeah, Sarge.
version. Because some of you might, quite a few of you may know this, but Azula is supposed to be like a very sadistic and uncaring woman, and willing to use her power to manipulate people into doing her bidding. And this is showcased throughout the entirety of season 2. Especially when she manipulates her friends May and Ty.
I am not moving fast enough to be singing that song right now.
Clearly. Anyway, so
Floating
it's like
around
here,
at the speed of slug, and places to go. I hope I don't die.
anyway, so it's like in the Netflix series, Azula is just kind of like so confused and whatnot, to the point where I'm just like, this is not Azula.
No, Azula was part of the abuse.
Yeah. It's like they messed up one of the best villains in the show.
Don't have to make everybody sympathetic. In fact, some people shouldn't be.
Yeah, like
Lucius
her.
Malfoy wasn't a sympathetic villain. Draco was, but Lucius wasn't.
Yeah. And now I'm fighting a bunch of toys instead of a toy box.
Just gonna give it one more for good measure. It's not like I'm wasting ammunition. We have infinite.
By the way, Alex, I sometimes end up being reminded of like your reactions to a bunch of things. Things like, I think one of my favorite reactions from you in regards to stuff we've watched was like when in when we were watching the third Berserk Golden Age arc movie, you were or like when Corcus was about to be seduced by the female apostle. Oh, you're like, that's a trap. He's got a penis.
Yeah, that's... I think that's one of my favorite lines of mine.
Even though in the film it's very clear that she is not drawn with male
Well,
genitalia.
she could have been tucking.
Alex,
You just gotta get it up in there.
Alex, she's not Ray Finkel. You would be able to see.
Oh, one of my other favorite lines is that's not the first time Sean Murphy has played an artificial woman.
When was this?
Blade Runner. I said so. She played the girl in Blade Runner, and
No. Oh, as in, when did you say Sean Murphy?
That's her name. The actress. I said that during the Ace Ventura.
Oh, video. Okay. Hey, that makes more sense.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, the most regular bananas you have to get is
Ah, shit.
75. I've just for the banana medals. You need 15 banana medals in order to get the in order to get the rare coin. It doesn't have an actual name. Rather, it's just called. It's just you know the rare coin.
Oh, that's one of my guys. Jesus Christ, you need to announce yourselves, dudes.
They don't do that. See, announcing themselves isn't what they do.
Guys,
You want to know? You
get the
want to know what
fucking
it is,
gate open.
Alex? You want to know what it is they do?
Nothing?
They kick names and take ass.
We haven't gotten to that yet.
It's soon.
Yes, it is.
Sooner than you think.
Okay.
Later than you would assume.
Flight quarters on the other side, sir. Use this. We'll bring up the rear, sir.
Oh, damn it.
It's tight quarters on the other side, sir. Use this.
That'll come in handy.
So, one thing I would.
It's over, Covenant. I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power. They retorted in speak.
You underestimate my power. Don't try it.
Hey, Gizmo, did you know that there's a Godzilla variant of that bit that Alex just did? Gizmo? Gizmo, are you asleep again?
So, guys, what have y'all been up to this week?
I've had bullshit at work to deal with.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
There's an amphitheater that just opened up in my city.
Neat.
And parking is not included with the price of your ticket.
That's stupid.
I know. And you have to pay for parking through Ticketmaster. Now, here's the good thing. You can park across the street and walk. Unfortunately, they don't have any fucking crosswalks.
That's also stupid.
Yeah. They didn't fucking plan. And the first people that played there are KC and the Sunshine Band, and I have no idea. I don't give a shit. Come on. Where'd your weapon go? Don't tell me it went... Oh, god. Damn it.
All right, let's deliver the blueprints to Snide. Ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum,
Dum
ba-dum,
ba dum
ba-dum,
ba dum
bum,
bum ba dum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum ba
ba-dum,
dum
bum,
bum
bum.
bum da dum 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 do 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 dum do 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 do.
That's what you get for using a shitty weapon.
Well, Alex, we can't condescend them too much.
They're trying to invade Earth. We can condescend to them all we want.
Maybe we just need to open negotiations with them.
Listen, if by open negotiations you mean, open up the legs of the hot green space babe, sure. But if we're not doing that, Mr. Cheeks does not want anything to do with it.
Alex, remember that Black Dynamite clip I showed you?
Yeah.
Basically, that's Barry Allen whenever he thinks about rebooting the universe and he hears the words of Sam Jackson telling him the timeline is the baddest bitch you'll ever meet.
The Rust Black Dynamite.
You gotta thrust hard.
That was kind of a takeoff of Deep Blue Sea as well. Samuel L. I'm not going to say anything more. If you haven't seen that, that is hilarious, and you don't want it spoiled for you. Hello. I was going to say, give me your speeder, but that's not happening.
Whatever. All right, and now we just got to put in Chunky's blueprint, and then we'll be headed off to the boss room.
Come on. Come on. Put yourself in a corner. I want to steal you. I want to steal you. But I want to steal you. Come on. Oh, if I can't have you, nobody can.
Yep.
Hang on. Guy! Well, I guess it's a good thing I didn't get in there.
You gotta get in there.
I gotta get in there.
I swear, I think Dan Green went a little too hard on that scene.
Well,
He
he did
probably
used to be a
did.
hentai voice actor.
I know.
All right, doggy, bark for me.
Says the dog enthusiastically.
Well, I was trying to get out of that, but apparently that didn't work.
All right, we gotta feed. We gotta feed the giant hippo so that he can become a giant fat ass bigger than the pig.
Not gonna be taking that because it's a trap.
It's got a penis.
No, it's just a shitty weapon. Oh yeah. Come on.
Point. Now, who is the lucky Kong that's going to be fighting the boss this time? Oh, lovely. It's Tiny's turn. Yay, I'm so enthused.
Yep. And this boss is actually one I struggled with as a little kid.
Yeah, same here.
Because I didn't know you had to use the ponytail twirl by pressing the A button twice.
Oh yeah, I just realized I didn't finish my story about that. So I found... So what the gist of the Australian story that I was telling was that one of them had been given a coin that is 5 Thai baht, which is, when I looked it up, it was about 15 cents and then immediately dropped to about 14 cents while I was looking it up.
Interesting.
I've never seen Thai baht before, but hey.
Well, anyway, this boss is Mad Jack. He's a Jack in the Box.
Holy shit.
He will try to aim for where he assumes you'll be going, but eventually he'll be aiming for where you are instead of where you're going to be. Oh shit. Oh, I fell off. Fell off harder than Naruto did during its last arc.
Oh. Shippuden or regular?
The answer is yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, this thing
okay,
quacks
that thing's
like
already dead, so
Donald
I
Duck.
don't have to worry about it, but I'm not going to take any chances. Now, let's run through the oh, we can't run through the waterfall and put out the fire. How are you piloting that fucking warthog with all that fire in your face?
Sometimes you could just get Mad Jack into a loop like this.
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building.
That's actually what I tend to do.
Concentrate on the raids. They're the biggest threat.
You, man! Oh.
God damn it. Come on, land on your feet. There we go.
Ow. Alright, now he's gonna go a bit faster when chasing me.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, credit where it's due. That was a fucking awesome death.
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building. Concentrate on the raids. They're the biggest threat.
God damn it, keep us mobile. My pilot is dead, I think. Do I have a pilot? I do not have... Yeah, my pilot is fucking dead.
Alright. Now what are you gonna do aside from call in the A-team?
Stop teabagging! Get over here, I need a goddamn pilot!
So yeah, now
Yep,
he's firing laser beams.
I'm aware.
Yes, Donald, we get it. You're pissed off that you're not in this game.
Get
Oh,
in
no,
the
he's
fucking
invisible.
vehicle, Marine! That's a goddamn order.
Alex, what if that Marine is actually Shinji Ikari?
Oh, I'm gonna tell him to pilot the fucking warthog. Stop being a bitch.
I feel like that's what Ava Alternative Shinji would tell his canon cell.
Oh, funny you should mention that.
Oh, I can't wait.
Come on.
Boom, shakalaka!
Marine, who taught you how to drive? Did you learn to drive in Florida? Or worse, New York City?
Tiny's just standing on here with her own center of gravity. This is some Sonic 4 shit, Alex.
Marine, what's the big idea? Marine, what's the big idea getting underneath the goddamn tread when the Spartan is out here trying to keep the vehicle on its wheels?
So now that we're done with Frantic Factory, aside from the bananas we missed.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
God damn it. Let's get Chunky Kong out here.
Marine.
Uh-huh.
Marine, I need you to... No, I'm going to... Okay. Marine. Okay. Get in the fucking...
Okay,
Get
fine.
in the
I'll
pilot
get
seat.
Tiny
There we
out.
go. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Please let the AI know that, Cortana. These Marines apparently didn't eat their crayons this morning.
Sir, Corporal Perez, A Company. CP's this way. The lieutenant got hit as soon as we dropped in.
Awesome, hang on. I need to steal a gun from one of these guys. Can I? Marine, I need a weapon. Marine, I need a...
Alex, you should know by now that Marine the Raccoon is not in this timeline.
Well, you know, that at least gave me... You witnessed nothing, soldier.
I get the distinct impression that John 117 is just somebody who likes to keep a good image, but in reality, he kind of embarrasses himself every few seconds.
Oh, I missed a couple of other terminals. I never bother getting all of the terminals, really.
Vladimir is responsible for over 1 billion total casualties and the loss of at least 7 human planners.
Thank you.
God damn it. Well.
Defeated all UNSC counterattacks at the cost of
Oh, banana.
and over 23,000 personnel.
Honk, honk, honky dog. Yeah.
Now with reach lost.
Okay, now we're done with this area. Guess what we gotta do, gentlemen?
Well, you know what that means. It's up to the Master Chief.
And nobody's gonna answer my question.
Backtracking?
Yep! We gotta go back and collect
Gotta
some
get
more
back
golden...
in time.
We gotta collect more golden bananas and more banana fairies, because Jungle Japes...
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta do Jungle
Honestly,
Japes.
when you have all 5 Kongs, it's not so bad with the backtracking.
At the very least, it's the most backtracking you're gonna have to do is
Right?
is
Yep.
Jungle
Never
is
mind
Jungle
the fact
Jape,
that
because Angry
Master
Aztec
Chief just sat by to watch a video briefing in the middle of all this and killed a Marine. You know, Master Chief is too busy watching television and killing his fellow soldiers to save the world. You'd
He's
almost
also-
think this was the Halo TV show.
Alex, why is it that I'm imagining a Halo abridgment with you as voicing Master Chief?
Who?
You.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you as John 117.
Like putting on the voice or just as my regular voice? Come on.
Your regular voice.
Come to Papa! Or not.
Come to somebody. Anybody.
Come to
Everybody
Papa?
scream.
Go away from Papa?
And here's the thing. The reason why I saved the backtracking for after I got Chunky Kong as opposed to doing it when I had Lanky and Tiny is so I could get it all done at once.
That makes a lot of sense. I tend to do that too. I get DK and Diddy out of the way, and when I get the rest of the 3 Kongs, I actually do it that way.
Interesting. The foliage is deleting itself when I look away from it. Which
Perhaps
is
the
okay.
foliage doesn't. Perhaps the foliage doesn't like you.
Possibly. Maybe it heard about what I did to that Marine.
John, you do realize you've been killing a number of Marines here, right?
Listen, I need weapons. I need ammo. You guys
And-
aren't supplying me with enough. Excuse me.
Have you been using your comm unit at all?
Excuse me. Hello. Master Chief coming through. Yep.
I'll take that as a no.
Just, Spartan 117. Here to hijack your vessel. Commandeer, sorry. That's the politically correct term.
John.
Just like I'm commandeering your weapons. Weapons
John,
and equipment
you can't-
are on-site procurement, after all.
John, you can't just do that every time.
I can't do what now?
You can't just commandeer weapons and vehicle. Also,
They're
whenever
the enemy,
you-
though. These, at least the people I'm stealing from aren't my friends now. You know?
What are these reports that I've been getting of you explicitly stealing weapons from your friends, and when they are lying dead?
Well, you know, that's just what. Do you want me to leave them around? Like we gotta get use out of them somehow.
You destroy them.
Well, yeah, but I'm out of ammunition. What am I supposed to do? Die?
No, you're supposed to punch them.
Really hard? I can do that.
Yes, thank you for understanding, John.
What about stealing from the enemy? Is that all right? 'Cause they are trying to destroy Earth.
I'm thinking about it. And while I'm thinking about it,
to the other side.
while I'm thinking about it, John, just imagine yourself as you would fighting against a giant gorilla. And if you're wondering what music will be accompanying you in this fight, look up Breaking Benjamin's biggest hits.
Well, yeah. Preferably not the version that's on their greatest hits album. Which was put together. That was actually the song that killed the original incarnation of the band, by the way. Yeah, the other guys authorized a shitty remix of Blow Me Away.
I see.
Yeah. While Benjamin Burnley was sick. And, he, wound up suing them to try and get it stopped releasing, and they released it anyways, and so, you know, that was a whole thing. But they still got him. They got a whole new lineup, and they still sound pretty good, so.
John, I don't know how to tell you this, but your wife called. She said she wants rent.
That Cortana lives rent-free in my head.
She wants rent.
Listen, she'll get her rent when she fixes this damn door. The one that she keeps falling out of.
Chief, what door are you... John, what are you
The
talking
one that's in the
about?
side of my head.
Okay, you're clearly losing it.
Can't go any further this way. We have it trapped.
Hi, guys. Yes, I did just jump on your roof and kill all of your men. Oh, goddammit, that was my fault.
You know, now I'm imagining this characterization of Master Chief being the only sane man amongst a group of weirdos, and idiots.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh, banana.
Oh.
Ooh, banana fairy. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting for the third core of Bleach Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War to start.
So, Damon, have you played any good games lately?
Well, I've actually been
I'm
playing
back.
a few games on Switch Online, really.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome
Nice,
back,
welcome
Gizmo.
back.
What's that? Hello.
Welcome back.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Speaking of games, SNK just released 20 on
Nope,
GOG.
damn it. Yes,
It's quite the
I'm
amount.
not where I'm supposed to be.
It's quite the amount, and many of them are good. I recommend a lot of them. 24 in total. The games are King of Fighters 97 Global Match, King of Fighters 2003, Samurai Showdown 4, Amakusa's Revenge, Overtop, Super Sidekicks, Sengoku 2, Robo Army, Kizuna Encounter Super Tag Battle, Soccer Brawl, The Super Spy, Top Hunter Roddy and Kathy, Ninja Masters Hao Ninpocho, Ninja Commando, Art of Fighting 3, The Path of the Warrior, Alpha Mission 2, Mutation Nation, Crossed Swords, Crossed Swords, 3 Count Bout, Ghost Pilots, King of the Monsters 2, The Next Thing, Last Resort, Magician Lord, and Metal Slug 4.
Can't go any further this way.
And they're all part of a sale where they're $3.89 each up until April 15th. Okay, so that should be ending today. Ow. Oh, and more good news. Someone found a prototype of a game called Rika, which is apparently a Tomb Raider clone for the N64.
Neat. But can you run Crisis on it?
Yes.
I love how you actually answered that question.
Because you know someone's going to remake that game some way.
Yep.
Oh, can't dilly-dally here. Otherwise, the thing will just walk on by. Smart thing to do would have been to have the game only start this sequence once you start walking up here. Then, if the player fucks it up, it's all on them. Nope. There we go. That almost went poorly.
But yeah.
Ow.
But yeah, the game was never released. From what I understand, it was supposed to be an answer to Tomb Raider and Perfect Dark, and it was.
That's an interesting combination of games to be an answer to, and not that I'm saying that's a bad thing. I like both of those games, but
I think it's because of the female. I think it's because of the female pro tag.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm looking at the footage right now. Yeah, this definitely looks like Tomb Raider. The animation, the running animation is different though, because Tomb Raider she looks like she's jogging. Here, it's an outright sprint.
Oh, Alex, would you like to know some of the extra voices? What the extra voices or some of the Marines would sound like?
Sure.
Oh my God, it's John 117. I'm totally your biggest fan. No, I'm his biggest fan. No, I am.
But you're part of the Covenant. Why are you guys my biggest fans? My biggest fan should be in the fucking Marines.
You.
We are the Marines.
You're clearly fucking aliens.
No, we're not. Where'd you get that idea from?
You're holding the alien weaponry. You're dressed in alien armor, and you have those weird forward knees they have.
We're Marines, dude.
Sure you are.
You have to be so mean. We just wanted to meet our #1 fan.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Please don't sing that song. I hear it enough at work.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like that song either, huh?
Why you gotta be so rude?
I tend to make fun of it.
Yeah. A teenage girl sang that with the gender switched around for high school talent show.
Hold on. Why you gotta be so rude? Why you gotta be so rude?
Because the song sucks.
Fuck.
Yes.
You know, funny thing, I always thought the first lyrics were, "Why you gotta be so rude? I don't like Fu Manchu."
That's an interesting set of lyrics.
I was a kid. I didn't know. So this was that time when I saw I liked a lot of songs. I didn't know the lyrics, so I just sang gibberish or random words.
Welcome to my world.
Like Crossfire, yeah, Crossfire, Crossfire.
Yeah.
Or Go Power Rangers,
I
thought it went Super Giga Mecha Nesbit. Super Giga Mecha Nesbit. Super Giga Mecha Nesbit. It's Super Giga Mecha Nesbit.
And now for a lightning round of video games that have already been out or will be out soon. Nanuka, Secret of the Shattering Moon. It's been announced as a new pixelated side-scrolling puzzle platformer, and it'll be out. Actually, no. They haven't announced the release date. They just announced the game will be released soon.
No.
Evil God Korone. Yes. Evil God Korone is now available for consoles, and it's exactly how it sounds.
Fuck it.
And it was announced back in November 2021. It's available on PS4, Switch, and PC. PC being Switch. Pac-Man Megatunnel Battle Chomp Champ launches in May. It's another kind of battle royale Pac-Man game, except there's a lot of stages intertwined. Cyberpunk noir game Let Bygones Be Bygones launches this month. And wow, Corone Box just released. And now that we're done with that lightning round with video game releases, now for the video game movies, Dredge is going to get a movie.
What?
Not Dread. Dredge.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I wanted to see more Dread. That Dread sequel is 12 years overdue.
Who doesn't? But for now, we have to stick with. But right now, we have to stick with Dredge. Odd pick, I have to say. For those who don't know,
No.
Dredge. Well, okay then. For those who don't know, Dredge is supposed to be a fishing horror game.
That's interesting.
That works is that you dive down into the ocean. I think. Okay, so here's what I think it works. Either you dive into the ocean and look for stuff to take back up to shore, or you deadass just fish for sea creatures while trying not to be eaten by a sea creature yourself. I haven't played the game. I always confuse it with Dan the Diver. And we've seen how Kevin reacted to Keanu Reeves being shot at the hedgehog. I throw you. How do you think One Punch Man will be as a live action film now that they've hired the Rick and Morty? Now that they've hired the Rick and Morty writers to do it.
Probably it won't turn out that great.
It's gonna suck.
One Punch. Now is One Punch. Wow, nothing else. Okay.
Yeah,
Crash Bandicoot 4.
It's just gonna be garbage. They've got Dan Harmon and one of the other Rick and Morty writers on it, and it's gonna be dog shit. Like everything else former Rick and Morty staff attached to.
I mean, to be fair, it's just as batshit over the top as Rick and Morty, if you think about it.
Yes, but it's not the same kind of batshit as Rick and Morty.
Fair. Yeah, that makes sense. Crash Bandicoot 4 has sold 5 million copies as of today.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that gives me hope. Atelier Sophie figure attacked by feminist critics.
Of course it is. Atelier Sophie is a game, right?
Yeah, that's what I was actually gonna go. Excuse me. I was actually gonna go for a joke where it's like, who? I was actually gonna go for a joke where it's like, who? Oh, it's a Japanese game about a girl and she got magic and blah, 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 put up your butt. Okay, whatever. Joke is dead anyway. But yeah, it's supposed to be a figurine of a girl from a Japanese video game, and yeah, people are not happy with it all because she's half dressed, and they're trying to compare it to like molesting and rape and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, no. How about no? Like, here's one, for example. Sexual harassment is not adorable for a country that is predatory to women and girls facing harassment in Chican. This is disgusting.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, how about no?
Sexy bad news at 11.
You fuckwit. And it doesn't help that the profile says that she's anti-porn.
Well, you know, the people who are anti-porn are usually some kind of sexual weirdo themselves, and they're trying to hide it.
Your likes are
I
public.
find that easy to believe.
Like I said, your likes are public.
Yep.
Yeah,
And this is coming from a guy who's not even into porn.
Yeah, she's also saying stuff like how conversations with an AI woman is pedophilic and disgusting.
It's doesn't exist. How can it be pedophilia? And
Right.
it's supposed to be like an AI
Lizzie.
representation. There's supposed to be representations of like full-grown women too, right? These
Yes.
AIs.
Yeah.
Okay, so they look young, and
I mean,
yeah, like very much, and okay, yeah, they're like what, 18, 19? Okay, and they're not 16. They're not
there we go.
15, 14. They're not 13. They're not 12, 11, 10, 9, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brought to you by Sesame Street. Bitch asses.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so who among us do you think would be the most sus in Among Us?
Me, you,
No
everyone.
idea.
Aside from Alex, because he is
You.
always the most sus.
You.
What do you mean me?
Well, it has to be the Australian because Australia doesn't exist.
Fucking hell, man.
No, it's the people from Taiwan. Remember, that's not a real country.
No, East Taiwan. East Taiwan isn't a real country.
You know, people don't care about technicalities. They just hear Taiwan and they see not a real country.
No, I'm talking about East Taiwan. The, you know, the fake country that calls itself China.
Kind of funny how this is the same country that says Taiwan is not real when they're the ones who are making a shit ton of fake buildings, fake hot dogs, fake oil.
Yeah.
Fake corn, fake ice. How do you fake ice?
Life finds a way.
Xbox launches new team dedicated to game preservation and backwards compatibility.
Thank fucking God. So fucking disappointed when they had that, shit where they stopped putting out new Xbox games for their, for the, backwards compatibility on the Series X. Because I love the Series X's backwards compatibility.
I don't.
Why not?
It goes into an entirely separate mode that shouldn't even be a thing to begin with.
I mean, it'd be nice if it actually, you know, played it a little bit more natively, but I can just plug in, you know, rather than...
I'm forced to save in cloud mode.
Okay, fair.
Noble prophets of truth and mercy, I have brought the incompetent. You may leave, Tartarus.
They should keep working on it because I don't like the fact it's Xbox 360 mode. Oh, okay. So Wii
like
mode.
Wii U mode. Or Wii mode, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same shit Nintendo did with their Wii U. If you want to play a Wii game, go to Wii mode. Why? Because you know, you want to play Wii games. Go to Wii mode. Remember when you had to buy a Wii and you wanted to play GameCube games? How did that work again? Just put in your GameCube game and that's it. Remember when you wanted to play a PS1 game and you had your PS2? Just put it in your PS2. That's it.
Not for the arbiters, the covenant would have broken long ago.
You want to play an Xbox game on your Xbox 360? Play in your Xbox game, and that's it. You want to play a Game Boy game on your Super Nintendo? Put it in your Super Game Boy, and that's it.
We know you are no heretic.
You got 360 mode on an Xbox One, bitch.
One who would subvert our faith and
I ain't got time for that shit. Let me save on the damn console or nothing.
Why do you sound like Skeletor there?
Shutting the fuck up is gluten free,
this heretic
man.
silenced. Their slander offends.
Yeah, at the very least, we could.
What do you say?
Alex, I think at the very least, all three of us can agree that all of our Skeletor voices are better than Mark Hamill's.
Yes.
Become the arbiter.
His Gizmo, I kid you not, Mark Hamill's Skeletor voice is just his Joker voice
I'm aware.
with no variation whatsoever.
I'm aware.
What of the
I said I'm aware.
Yeah,
Yep.
we heard.
you must undertake as
I know. Just have to do that just in case.
suicidal. You will die.
I'm aware. Damn it.
Suicide. I've already died.
Bob says we have formed a new team dedicated to game preservation, important to all of us at Xbox and the industry itself. We are building on our strong history of delivering backwards compatibility to our players, and we remain committed to bringing forward the amazing library of Xbox games for future generations of players to enjoy. Unquote. Games that ship on a physical disc can be genuinely played forever until the physical media stops functioning. However, lots of modern games are online only or they require an online connection, sometimes even just to play single player, which is fucking retarded. Online only or digital only games can also face a conundrum of games
Halo
becoming
5
unplayable.
requires you to connect to the internet to play it online, to play it offline.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I forgot about all that.
Halo 5 is also not a very good game, so I don't really care, but
The story isn't really good, too.
that's mostly what I was talking about. I didn't fucking play the multiplayer for that.
The only reason I'll play the single player is just to get it over with and get the achievements. Kung Fu Panda 4 co-director says Hollywood execs, quote, totally see the influence and impact anime has on the world, but still think that audiences don't like these kind of stories.
Wow.
Excuse me?
Well,
Have you seen the amount of times theaters sold out every time a movie based off an existing anime
Dude,
came out in the US?
speaking of selling out theaters, Shrek 2's re-release has made more money than all of Disney's original movies this year.
That tells you something.
Yeah.
Yep. Shrek 2 is something else.
Yeah, good.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
But for real, are we gonna
That's
are we
a
gonna
throwback.
but for real, are we gonna ignore the fact that he thinks that the audiences don't like the kind of stories anime has to give to the world? Because again, how many times have movies based off existing anime came out in the US for 1 or 3 day only events and sold out?
Yeah, they really ought to do more
Yeah, Hayao
extensive
Miyazaki.
theatrical runs for these.
Did they not? Did they
Like-
forget that people were absolutely hyped the fuck up to see the Gurren Lagann on films in theaters?
Gurren Lagann
Gurren
films,
Lagann, Dragon Ball, fucking...
Hayao
and,
Miyazaki,
yeah,
Bleach.
Miyazaki.
No,
Bleach.
wait, never mind. No, wait, never mind. I remember that Bleach Hellverse did re-release in theater. Or it did release in theaters for whether during like a couple months before Thousand Year Blood War came out.
What else was it? Didn't One Piece have a couple of movies released in theaters in the U.S.?
Yes,
I
actually.
don't recall.
No, they did. It Film Gold released
Yeah,
in
that's still going
U.S.
on.
theaters.
Yeah, there you go. That proves my point. How is a guy like this involved in movies saying that nobody wants to see anime shit in the theaters? Didn't Akira re-release in theaters a couple times too?
Yes.
So then what the fuck's he talking about? He admits to the impact and influence
Hollywood,
anime has,
once you
but
realize
he
that
says-
Hollywood executives routinely just make shit up, then everything they do starts to make a lot more sense. I remember this wound up being the first mission I played in Halo 2 back in the day.
No, but think about it like this: when Dragon Ball
I played
Evolution
at a friend's house and we were playing co-op. I think we were playing co-op.
Well, think about it like this, though. When Dragon Ball Evolution was supposed to come out, right? And people heard that a live-action Dragon Ball movie was going to be made here in the U.S. by Hollywood, people were hyped.
Yeah, and people were hyped about it for
like,
Dragon Ball. Like, here's the thing. Dragon Ball was fucking mainstream. That's part of the reason why High Evolution wound up tanking so badly. Because it couldn't even find an audience. Like, Dragon Ball is the fucking thing. Like, that is the fucking show. They sold Dragon Ball notebooks, playing cards, trading cards, t-shirts, hats. Main fucking stream.
Yeah, you remember those specific T-shirts with like the Japanese graphics and the behind on them were like the silver, like printed in silver and everything.
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah, those bootleg shirts, those are always cool.
Like, you had bootleg shirts, you had legit shirts, you had the fucking...
Dude, Burger King was selling the Dragon Ball toys when they were still doing toys.
Yeah. All that shit. Like, this isn't some obscure nothing series, you know? Oh, this was the biggest action cartoon of all time. Literally. #1 action cartoon in the world.
It's still mainstream, too.
Yeah, and you saw that, and it's like, what the fuck did you do to my boy? Everybody, because they not only fucked with stuff from the original Dragon Ball, which some people haven't seen as much,
but they also
fucked with stuff from Z.
But they also ignored Akira Toriyama's advice on everything, thinking that they knew better than the guy who created it.
Yeah, well, that's a frequent contributor to the problems in this stuff, where they completely go against the creator's original intentions for the characters, or for the setting, or for whatever, you know.
Yeah, but still think about it though. When the movie was still fresh in people's minds, before it got into theaters, people were still hyped about it. When they heard about it, they were like, "Holy shit! An American Dragon Ball movie just for us! Oh my god, this is gonna be awesome! A Dragon Ball movie, a live action Dragon Ball movie. This is gonna be cool." This is going to be awesome. It was even to the point where Chadwick, what was his name? Chadwick Boseman, the guy who played
Chadwick
Goku.
Boseman.
Yeah, it was to the point.
Justin
Chatwin. Yeah, there you go, Justin Chatwin. It was
Boseman
to the point.
was Black Panther.
I keep forgetting the fucking names, man. I don't know why they sound alike, but the Justin Chatwin. It was to the point where he actually read the manga while on set.
Yeah,
so we could get close
got
to the
pissed.
Yeah, James Marsters was also someone who got into Dragon Ball because of the movie, and he was like, if we're gonna do things, we're gonna do things right.
At least, yeah, at least we're gonna make Piccolo fucking green. We're not gonna make him white, because they wanted to make Piccolo be white, not like white as in human white, but white as in like.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, but it was to the point where even the actors playing the main characters
were like, well, we signed the contracts, we can't just leave.
Into it. Like, think about it. You got three You got guys that were excited to be in the movie, and they actually actively read the manga as the movie was going. They got fucking Chow Yun Fat as Master Roshi. They were going
Yeah,
in
he
the right
was a
direction.
wasted casting.
Why didn't they give him a fucking mustache at least?
Well, they let him have the fuzz. I think it would have been a little more. I think it would have looked a little more silly if they gave him the mustache in live action. Some things work better in
Listen,
animation. Hey, look,
dude,
some things work better in
didn't they just
animation
give him a
than
beard? Mustache and beard. It's
they did. They did. They gave him like a full on.
Like it's
Yeah,
stubble.
it worked.
It would have worked better if it was like a full-on beard.
Sure,
Like, you don't have
but
to have
like,
it be as long. Just have him have a fucking beard.
look, I'm gonna admit there's some things that work better in in animation and art than live action, and as well as vice versa. I don't think a full on mustache would have worked. A beard, though, I think would have worked. So yeah, I can see that. I can see them screwing over the pooch there. But either way, excuse me, they did pick the right guy for Master Roshi. It's too bad that they didn't do much with him, though. No, don't get me started on the air bending.
Not to mention, oh, I'm sorry, that was one of my guys. Not to mention, you know, the whole shit about Yamcha.
Yamcha was all right.
Yamcha
But
was
again,
Wolfgang Gun.
Again, yeah, he was underutilized. He at least sounded the part. He acted the part, but
I think Jason Momoa would have been a better Yamcha.
he would have looked like a better Yamcha, but that's it. But that's it. You know, Yamcha was supposed to be this. Yamcha was supposed to
play up the surfer voice a little bit, and dude, you've got yourself fucking Yamcha.
No,
complete with the Scarface Bandit.
I don't believe so. And like, he works as Aquaman for a reason, because he looks like a superhero when he's built like that. When you put him in a Yamcha costume, it looks like he's cosplaying as Yamcha. He looks like a fan of Yamcha. He doesn't look like Yamcha to me. And if you like think about it like this too. You put him as Yamcha, you're not gonna say, "Oh hey Yamcha." You're gonna be saying, "Oh hey Daddy."
Okay, what about Vegeta then?
Vegeta's different. If he were playing
Vegeta,
I could totally,
is he too tall to be Vegeta?
I could totally see him playing Vegeta. It's the attitude, the look, and everything like that. And like, it doesn't even have to be he doesn't even have to make the voice. His natural speaking voice could
do
all
something
he has to
do is add some anger to the natural voice, and he'd sound perfectly fine.
Right. He doesn't even have to cut his hair. It could be like that's how just how it looks like when he's powered down or something like that.
That was interesting game.
Yamcha,
sure that was
the
life choice.
The Yamcha they picked out was actually perfect, but not to a degree they were hoping for. Like looks, attitude, sound, that's spot on. But then it's like in the role, no. Like what did he do exactly?
Well, Yamcha didn't do a whole fucking lot in that movie.
Exactly.
Anyways.
That's exactly what it's exactly what I'm talking about. The fact that you have to think about it is why I think it's a problem. Yamcha wasn't there at all.
That
it's
he
like
shot Mai in the movie.
Okay, he shot Mai, and what else has he done? Oh, he's done. Okay, I'm gonna stop you at he's done because
that's about all.
Relevant.
Honestly, yeah,
I think that is literally all he did. Hey, Sonic.
Sonic said,
Sonic, you're watching us. You can come join now too if you want.
Keep in mind, the 4-star was like, yeah, it's inaccurate for Yamcha to be useful in fights.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That is
I would have at least liked to see him with like a pet wolf or something, just to reference his fighting style, or
a
wolf
cat.
A wolf print on his jacket, a cat, like a Poir keychain or something, or maybe his car is called the Poir or something like that.
Welcome to the
War-
Plarmobile. Dude,
Or turn to Bulma. Oh.
or I'm gonna need you to
What?
turn into Bulma again.
I know we've seen that.
Don't give me that image.
YouTube show sketch.
Moving on.
So you've come, Saiyan.
Where do you
Now,
come?
Oh, prepare to face the wrath of Pink Dildo Man.
Where do you come?
Oh, I saw
Damon, you've
somebody
seen-
post an edit of Dragon Ball Z, the Goku I Am speech with the original Japanese voices with the background music
Falconer score.
edited out with the Falconer score on it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I saw that video.
Alex, I
I
imagine
want to
that.
I want to see the version of that where they take the Super Saiyan transformation and do that with it.
Remember, you still wanted to do that thing where you took the Japanese voice audio from Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
Oh yeah,
and
I could
synced it up to
probably
the
do that
US
too.
Score. It would probably take a while, but then you just be able to all flexibility. Like, fuck it, here's the entirety of Street Fighter 2 animated in Japanese. And people are being like, what's with the music? What would your response to that question be?
Oh, it's the music is art.
They're like, but it's not the music that's supposed to go with this version.
I know.
Yes, it is.
I'm
What did you
aware
do
that
with
was
the
the whole
music?
point.
What did you do with the music, man?
It's too bad Bruce Faulkner doesn't really do much anymore in terms of like theme songs or like
Yeah, Bruce.
soundtrack.
Let me see here. Bruce has updated his Patreon a couple of times, because he's been putting out new material on there. Because I supported his Kickstarter for his CD that he did a while back, and that came out pretty good.
Dude, I swear to God, there needs to be a Bruce Faulkner soundtrack DLC for Tenkaichi 4.
By the
That
way,
probably won't happen, but that would
It
be
better
nice.
happen. Something like that would be cool to have. Imagine fighting to something Bruce Faulkner made while you're playing a Super Saiyan, while you're playing a match of Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus fucking, I don't know, General Blue. All that. Imagine the hype that would get it the moment they announced that DLC.
That would fucking rule.
It's like, oh, they think it's just gameplay footage, but then they just see like a FMV of what looks like just regular hands playing guitar, but then they recognize the tune. And then then words pop up saying "Rock the Dragon" by the DLC of Bruce Faulkner's music.
Bruce Faulkner didn't do Rock the Dragon.
You know what I mean?
That was,
I don't care.
That was
I know he didn't
by
do Rock the
Jeremy
Dragon.
Sweet, and I believe it was written by Ron Wasserman.
I know he didn't do Rock the Dragon, but you should know what I mean.
Oh yeah, no, that would be that would be an amazing fucking ad.
At most, it would just be a patch.
Yeah, well that's what I'm suggesting.
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
No. What I mean is a patch that somebody would make.
Not a.
If they did like an official patch, is what we're saying.
Yeah, it's just I want it to be in some way purchasable so I could support the guy though. Oh, is he supporting the game company? No,
I own
not the game
all of
company.
Bruce Faulkner's CDs.
Fuck. Ugh.
Thankful at this point. I mean, this will be the last time any of us will. This will be the last time we ever need to see Angry Aztec.
Okay.
I need to get at least one of his CDs, man. I swear to God.
He still has them available on his website and on Amazon.
Oh, actually, that's pretty
you
cool.
Yeah, you can get free MP3 downloads if you buy them on Amazon.
Yeah, but the fact that he actually offers a physical, a physical option, that's really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Moving on, Studio Karo launches Space Battleship Yamato 50th anniversary project headed by Evangelion creator Hideki Anno.
Hideaki Anno, yeah, that's awesome.
Odd. Well, not odd as in like weird, but like I didn't think anybody still cared about Space Battleship Yamato.
I appreciate Yamato, even though if I don't necessarily have the like direct thoughts about it, because I remember seeing it and thinking that looks really cool.
Yeah, it's just that it's sort of like, how do I put this? It's sort of like the Justice Society of DC Comics. Everyone's talking about Justice League, Young Justice, Teen Titans, New Titans, Suicide Squad, stuff, all these other teams, but nobody talks about Justice Society anymore. The team that started all the other DC teams.
Yep.
It's like it's
the team
sad.
that helped promote the entire concept of superhero teams.
Yeah, and that's why I think of it. It's just like people practically look at that spaceship Yamato.
You guys are people.
They consider, that's why I see it as the Justice Society, because it's cool, but no one talks about it anymore, and not because of any bad thing like it's outdated. Nothing like it's outdated. It's boring. It's a piece of shit. No, like they just don't talk about it anymore, and just because of everything else that overshadowed it. It's kind of sad.
It does sound kind of sad. Anywho, so before you go on, Alex, tell Gizmo how you felt about Samurai Jack Season 5 so far.
Dude, it's fucking great. I wish there was more. We only have 5 episodes left.
Oh, dude, everyone wishes there were more.
All Gendy Tartakovsky had to do to get more was ask. Not the fans.
Granted, I understand. Sometimes things have to end. I know. You don't want to drag it out forever.
Yeah, but come on. There were so many other things he could have done with the Samurai Jack thing that he could have done before he ended it in such a short time.
12 more seasons. Come on.
No, I wouldn't say that, but like at least give us 10 more. Give us 10 more episodes at least.
Give me 50 seasons to cover all those years.
Give me 10 more episodes. I would be happy. At least 10 more episodes. If that, at the very maximum. At the very minimum, maybe 5, 6.
No, what Alex wants is a 5-hour-long movie.
I would love to see a Samurai Jack movie.
And you want to know what that 5-hour-long movie would just be?
What?
An endless gif of Samurai Jack just firing his gun, ongoing.
I called him Jack Wick because of his appearance, and then he befriended the dog.
Oh, there you go.
And then they kissed. Just kidding.
Bro,
Anyway. Hey, and
moving on. There's rumors that Suicide Squad killed the Justice. There's a rumor about Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, and that a leak has revealed upcoming DLC characters suggests live service support is going to come to an end in early 2025. Thank you.
Bless you.
So it hasn't even lasted like a full year.
Well, it is a bad game.
Yeah, and there's a Twitter saying multiple sources at Rocksteady tell me that Kevin Conroy recorded dialogue for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League's post-launch campaign before his passing. You think that matters, bro? Batman
No.
returns to Metropolis and Suicide Squad's upcoming 4th season after being rescued by a medieval-themed Elseworld of supervillain Brainiac's design, joining the Flash and Green Lantern as the Justice League continues to reform following the events of the game's campaign. Season 4 of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is currently slated to commence in January 2025. The season also brings Deathstroke into the fray as a new playable character who is of two minds about rescuing the man who humiliated him in 2015's Arkham Knight. This storyline concludes in the game's 5th season when the reassembled Justice League joins forces with Argus to end Brainiac's multiversal reign of terror. Sources tell me that this will likely serve as the game's finale, with the recent Season 1 doing little to reignite sales. And the playable characters that these are playable characters that are still rumored that are going to be in the Season 6. Killer Croc, Katana, Poison Ivy, Black Manta, Scream Queen. No, they're not the Season 2 character. No, they're not. The Season 2 character is Mrs. Freeze. Deathstroke is Season 4, and nobody is playing as him. They can just make his name a little icon appear. His model isn't even in the public client. Either way, man. Like, they could add 100,000
I'm sorry, that was my mistake.
They could add 100,000 patches. That game is not going to be improved in the least. They made their bed. They shit in it.
Oh yeah.
There's no coming back from that. Activision Blizzard continues to prove itself as one of the greediest studios in the industry by slapping an $80 price tag on the Godzilla Kong Beast Glove melee weapon for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. I can buy like 5 good games for that price.
I could buy a bunch of retro good games for that price.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
They're making a whole campaign around it too. Like, you get to have a skin based off the Scar King, a weapon based off the King Kong's axe, another skin based off of Godzilla. The glove looks movie accurate, but come on, $80 for skins. Unless it's for charity, I'm not paying $80 for skins.
I ain't paying $80 for skins, even if it is for charity.
$80 man. Good thing this ain't on Fortnite, otherwise it would have been more of a shitstorm because they'd be praying after kids and everything.
Fortnite is baffling in that it's actually, one, a half-decent game, and two, less... I won't say not predatory, but like less predatory, you know?
More cringe when it comes to its character skins, though.
It at least has fucking... Like, you pay for the thing, you play the game, maybe you get that thing, you know?
No, that's for weapons, maybe, but not for skins.
Yeah, for skins. I'm talking about
For
Battle
skin-
Pass in Fortnite.
Battle Pass. Okay. Yeah, I still fucking Fortnite. If I'm paying for a weapon and I expect it to shoot icicles, I'm expected to shoot icicles.
Well, you don't pay for weapons in Fortnite.
I know what I said. Let me just. If I'm paying for a parachute, that claims to play the Futurama soundtrack, I'm gonna expect the Futurama soundtrack to play.
Right.
If I buy a skin that makes me play as Goku in a shooter, I expect to play as Goku, not a guy dressed as Goku.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's already cringe enough seeing him with a fucking gold.
At least it's not like, you know, game
Going around
shit that
getting
they sell,
360 no scope. So at least
Excuse
then
me, I'm
that
on your side.
That makes more sense though. If I'm paying for like Goku, I better get the Kamehameha, the Nimbus, Power Pole, everything. Like when they did other characters, at least you get to use their shit. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, you get to use their web shooters. Any Star Wars character, you get to use their blasters, their lightsabers.
You get the lightsaber as a harvesting weapon, yeah.
Yeah, like the Attack on Titan characters, you get to use their gear, their sword. It's like what was it? What else was there? Like the alien, the xenomorph, and the predator. The predator makes more sense to be using any weapon, considering they have no problem doing that, to the point where they actually made their own weapon resemble an Earth weapon.
Yeah.
But like I'm seeing xenomorphs shooting guys with sniper rifles. I'm seeing Ripley do the Carlton. I'm seeing Rick Grimes holding a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's just the product of, you know, people buying shit and then having other shit put together with it. Like Among Us does that too, where you can have like Solid Snake, but he's got the goggles of the guy from Gurren Lagann.
Right, and that's silly, and that fits with Among Us. But like, if you're
Fortnite has never been serious, aside from
gonna put a Dragon Ball Z character in as a shooter. If you're gonna put a Dragon Ball Z character in as a shooter, please make it one that makes sense. Like, put in General Blue, put in Bulma.
People don't want to buy him though.
They
like,
would.
He's not the one who'd sell battle passes.
Think about it like this: who makes more sense holding a gun, Goku or General Blue?
It doesn't matter who makes more sense holding a gun. It matters who makes more sense, in terms of who's going to sell the most battle passes.
Sell the character then. Don't sell me a skin just to look like Goku and then hold a pistol to your head.
I'd rather they just sell the skins personally, because
I'd rather they just sell the character. It makes more sense. You're trying to shoot down Goku.
Yeah, but then you have like, you'd have to incorporate like weird shit for his powers and stuff, and things don't.
You're able to buy his powers to begin with. You're able to get Nimbus. You're able to get the Kamehameha. Like what's stopping them from just letting me play as Goku and not just to use him as a skin? Like deadass, it would have made more sense if they okay, think about it like this. New Dragon Ball Pass. Let's say that they never did Dragon Ball like in general. First season pass, it's Dragon Ball characters, just Dragon Ball. So you're gonna see like young Bulma, Yamcha, General Blue, maybe like a robot of maybe like a Pilaf thing and like some robots, which would actually make a lot of sense. That kind of thing. That makes sense. Then you go to Dragon Ball Z, and it's like Hercule, and then Videl. I could totally see her using guns if she couldn't learn how to fly. Maybe some Frieza soldiers that are kind of weak because they use blasters sometimes. And then it's Cooler soldier.
Hang on, Gizmo, how much Fortnite have you played?
None. I refuse.
Okay, so Fortnite is not that kind of game.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean that like Fortnite is like they have a season built around the quests in the battle pass, and that unlocks those quests unlock more quests, which gives you more things to do throughout the season, and then you get from beginning to the end, you earn V-Bucks, and you unlock things in the battle pass, and You know, it's one big multiplayer shooter thing. It's not a, it's not like, you know, everything has to fit inside a certain format. And if it doesn't fit inside that certain format, it doesn't really work.
I've seen guys literally have lightsaber fights and key blast fights.
Right, but the lightsabers aren't like lightsabers. Those are basically just a melee weapon with another skin on it, excuse me. And a lot of that stuff winds up going away, unfortunately, after the season is over, because you can't use Mandalorian's sniper rifle anymore, but that wasn't something that you paid for. That was just something that was part of the game that you could find if you killed him.
Yeah, that makes it even weirder.
Yeah, it's strange that they... Because, like, Deadpool's got a new movie coming out, and they haven't reissued Deadpool as a skin.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to be in there.
No, Alex. Egging isn't a new concept for Deadpool, but it is for Disney.
Eh.
Oh god. More context on that One Punch Man movie. Heather Ann Campbell was the one who wrote the Twilight Zone reboot episodes.
Oh yeah, Heather Ann Campbell is one of the Rick and Morty people that they pulled into this.
Yeah, fuck that noise. Tomb Raider Shadows of the Truth TTRPG guidebook confirms Crystal Dynamics working to apologize for franchise's colonialist origins.
Yeah. The series where dinosaurs, you know, do shit. You find and you fight dinosaurs. It's basically science fiction, you know. It's not
fantasy.
It's not real.
You're fighting mummies, dinosaurs, reanimated Roman gladiators, and you're fighting aliens in Area 51 and Area 52. Mess me with your colonialist shit. Fuck these people, man. They don't even play games. EA reportedly scraps Dead Space 2 remake due to, quote, lackluster sales.
Well, apparently it's not that they scrapped it, it's that it was never in active development anyways.
EA reportedly scraps, reassigns dev team to Battlefield series and Iron Man solo title.
Again? Putting more people in the fucking Battlefield grindhouse.
I think we had enough Battlefield for one day, especially since you refused to make a good Battlefield game. Mm-hmm. Battlefield 1, 2, 3, everything before 4 was good. Everything after 4 was shit. Basically 4 onward. I'd rather have a Dead Space 2, thank you. Dead Space 2 remake. Here's more shit. Capcom attempts to run PR for Western localizers. Praises in-house team for keeping games culturally sensitive and promoting inclusivity through language and representation.
Sure.
What do you say, Capcom?
Here's the tweet in question. It's from the Twitter Capcom localization team. What is localization? Embark on a global adventure through the lens of game localization. Beyond mere translation, we're diving into the art of cultural adaptation, preserving context, and inclusive storytelling. Join us as we unravel the intricacies that make games resonate worldwide, not just translating. Localization isn't just about translating words, it's about adapting the game for a global audience. Think cultural nuances, idioms, and regional flair. A good localization makes players feel right at home wherever in the world they are. The importance of context. Lost in translation? Nah. Preserving the vibe is key. Jokes, references, and even gameplay elements might need a little cultural remix. It's important to find that sweet spot to make sure players get
if
the
you're
intended experience without feeling like something got lost in the process.
okay, hang on. So real quick, if you're talking about like making sure the interface looks right for the and there's the flood. Looks right for the given market, that can, because if you have like certain there are certain cultural expectations of like how certain things flow in like conversation or in like the way the interface looks or whatever the hell. Like that's one thing. Because like you want to have most of your buttons centrally located. So somebody decided all of a sudden, we're gonna make the fucking Y button the accept tool, the accept key. Or escape. If we're gonna make the escape key the fucking an accept button, then somebody needs to change that. But that's not what they're talking about.
Welcome to Gloomy Galleon with open bar.
This was totally foreseeable, and I could have avoided this. On the other hand, the architects of this building also could have put up railings.
Alex, I was saying, welcome to Gloomy Galleon with open bar. I wonder if that's where the Kongs are between stream sessions. Like they're just chillaxing at the bar. Or waiting for the game to be played again. Alright, so since we have 15 banana coins, let's go talk to our resident Cranky. Well, not banana coins, banana medals. So we're gonna play Rareware's first game.
It goes on. Bridging the linguistic gap.
You're one of... Why are you back here? Why aren't you up here?
I'm over there. Bridging the linguistic gap. Each language has its own unique structure and cultural context. Our teams work to ensure the narrative and dialogue maintain coherence and emotional impact. It's not just about words, it's about capturing the essence of the story in a way that resonates with the target audience.
Okay, but Capcom, most of your games are English first anyways, so...
Cultural sensitivity and characters. Character design and development must be culturally sensitive.
No, it doesn't.
What may be acceptable in one culture might be offensive in another.
Yes, for instance, in my culture, localization that fucks up the game is unacceptable.
Latinx. Enough said.
Yeah.
Localizers play a crucial role in ensuring that characters are relatable and respectful, avoiding stereotypes or other references that can be perceived as negative in specific cultures. Like what? Like someone saying "ching chong." That we know that's a bad reference. We know that's a bad stereotype. But the thing is, who's doing that anymore?
Yeah.
Like who?
Well, they're afraid of another backlash like they got for Resident Evil 5, which was frankly just stupid.
What do you expect? What kind of people are you expecting to shoot in Africa? Swiss?
Yeah.
Irish? Japanese? No, you're expecting Africa.
Go watch the EFAP guys take down Movie Bob's review of Resident Evil 5.
He can fuck himself. I've seen that review a long time ago. He was talking out of his ass.
Movie Bob is fucking insane, but you already knew that.
Yeah, like, dude, if I'm gonna go to Canada and there's a zombie infestation, who am I expected to shoot? Canadians.
Canadians.
If I go to
Mhm.
Japan and there's a zombie infestation, who am I expected to shoot? Japanese.
Japanese.
If I'm going to Hawaii and there's a zombie epidemic, who am I expected to shoot? Hawaiians.
Rock.
If I go the Hawaiians disassociate with them for good reason now.
They oh, well, yeah, him.
Yeah, you know exactly
Because
what.
of yeah.
Hawaii. Yeah. If I go to Africa, who am I expected to shoot during a zombie infestation?
Africans and or South Africans.
Africans, period. No, never mind this north, south, east, west, up, down, left, right. I'm expected to shoot Africans and only Africans in the zombie infestation in Africa. I know how I sound. Shut up. Like, for real. How do these guys not put two and two together? I go to Mars. I'm expected to see aliens of all kinds, not
You're
speaking
gonna
my
shoot little
language.
green men.
Yeah, if I'm expected to shoot little green men in Mars. I'm expected to shoot mole men underground. I'm expected in a zombie apocalypse in Africa to shoot zombies in Africa. And who are made up of what? Africans.
Screw Attack literally made fun of this when
I remember
during
that. It was
their
their top 10.
top 10 and OMG WTF moments in gaming.
Yeah, it was the top 10. Oh my god, what the fuck moments in video game history, and they named that moment a moment of shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Craig nailed it. It to a T.
Yeah, thank God Craig is still saying, well, sort of saying, you know what I mean. Inclusive language and representation. Localization efforts extend to promoting inclusivity through language and representation. This involves adapting not only the linguistic aspects, but also addressing gender-specific language, cultural norms, and diverse perspectives. The aim is to create an immersive experience where players from different backgrounds can identify with the characters and narrative. This can be very challenging for certain
I don't
language
necessarily
due to
want an immersive
grammar.
experience. I want an efficient experience.
I want an experience that qualifies me as human, not a they them or
I want
some
a
bullshit.
fucking video game. I want a video game that doesn't remind me of real life.
If you have to simulate real life, simulate real life. Don't try to hodgepodge a bunch of bullshit.
Do a Spec Ops the line.
Do a Spec Ops. Do a Tycoon. Do a simulator. You know, like fuck you and your realism. Adapting humor and wit. Humor often relies on cultural references and wordplay.
Okay. I mean, I understand
making
that.
it a
like, there's
challenging aspect of game localization. Translators must carefully navigate puns, jokes, and cultural references to maintain the intended comedic effect. This requires a deep understanding of the target audiences of humor while staying true to the original wit.
God damn it.
Okay.
So
and
we already knew that though. Like,
yeah. Now before we go on, guys.
And lastly, consistent.
Okay.
God damn it.
Something wrong?
Okay, there you go. Yeah, my mouse wasn't working for a minute there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like everybody knows that it's difficult to translate like jokes without not fucking something up, you know?
Right.
Like everybody already knows that, and like I think one of my favorite examples of
the House of Fata Morgana.
No, what I was gonna say, one of my favorite examples of
them getting it wrong.
Of them getting it right is I believe it's in Gurren Lagann, where there's a Crystal Pepsi reference, and in Japanese it was a reference to a different discontinued soda. In English, they just changed it to something that would make sense to Americans. You know, to people all over the world, because Crystal Pepsi was far more famous than whatever
I
the
wish Crystal
Japanese
Pep-
soda was. So
I wish
You know.
Crystal
Right.
Pepsi wasn't discontinued.
yeah, they discontinued that twice, by the way.
They could have made it a
I
permanent
never-
drink, man.
I never got a chance to try Crystal Pepsi.
Dude, I've told my tale of this many times. I would buy packs upon packs of it the moment they re-released it. So good.
Pepsi Blue was fucking great too.
I never got a chance. I never got a chance to try that.
I was able to try it once. It was fucking delicious.
I bet, man.
Like if I had if there was a vending machine near where I live that sold Pepsi Blue, I would have had that like pretty much at least once a week.
So, anyway, hey, before we continue, I am in this place known as Gloomy Galleon. Take a wild guess what this level's gimmick is.
No.
It's a water level.
Thank you, Damon.
Oh, holy shit, they did a re-release back in 2022 of Crystal Pepsi? How did I not know about this? I never saw that.
What? They
Did
did?
I?
Yeah.
Ah!
No, wait, Gizmo, you gotta do
Oh, Rick!
There it is. It's a Crystal Pepsi! Possible, I tell you, Morty. Possible.
Lastly,
No. Anyway, continue.
consistency in terminology. Maintaining consistency in terminology is crucial for a smooth and coherent gaming experience. This applies not only to translating words, but also to ensuring that game mechanics, instructions, and lore are consistently represented
Right.
across languages. Establishing a cohesive language system helps prevent confusion and enhances the overall gaming experience for players worldwide.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So exactly not what Fire Emblem Fates did, where they changed the name of long-standing classes.
The many Street Fighter
Holy
V
shit.
controversies.
Okay, can you name some of those?
I'd have to go back and look at it because I have a
Are you referring to like Myrmidons being turned into samurai?
something like that. I remember her that
You realize
I installed
It's
a
not just
patch
one
that
game of
fixed all
Fire
that.
Emblem, though. They've done it to a bunch of Fire Emblem games, from like removing anything that has to do with sexuality or gender norms or just gender in general. Like they removed anything that they might have deemed as a sign of submission to a woman, like head pats, for example.
they removed skin shipping.
They removed
In
shipping.
Fates.
They removed shipping in general. They removed some shipping. The fact that they removed any kind of
For Kana would always be
dialogue that
friend
refers
zone,
to love,
except for two pairings in Birthright. Male Kana with Selkie and female Kana with Kirigi, or in Japanese Kisaragi.
I don't know what their deal is when it comes to Fire Emblem. It's like okay, yeah, you made it popular in the U.S., but it's almost like you want it to fail in the U.S. with all these translation fuckery
Yeah,
you're
it's
doing.
like right as soon as Fire Emblem got mainstream in the U.S., they fucked it up.
The weird thing is
Fire
that
Emblem Fates is one of the highest profile fuck ups in the entire history of video gaming.
Let's not forget the Tokyo Mirage Sessions game that came out.
Oh yeah,
where they
Tokyo
did a lot
Mirage
of-
Sessions FE. Yeah, I bought the Wii U version of that. The Japanese Wii U version of that, just so that I could get around the censorship.
Smart move.
Yeah.
And funny thing about that, because they found out that the Japanese fans, when they found out they're getting the sterilized, shitty ass U.S. localization versions, They went and bought Wii U's and that Japanese Wii U version of the game just so they could play the real version. So they had to literally go back a console generation to play the actual version of their own game that came out in their own country.
Yep.
That's bullshit.
Yep.
It is.
Could you imagine them doing that with DOA's Dead or Alive today? Oh, we made a Dead or Alive 2 HD port, but we removed all the outfits. Bitch ass, what? I'm getting a PS2 and getting DOA 2
God damn
hardcore.
it.
And last piece of news. Disney attempts to dismiss Gina Carano's wrongful termination lawsuit, argues First Amendment provides a complete defense against the Mandalorian actress's claims. No.
Now they better hope. They better fucking hope that the judge sides with them on that, because if not, there's gonna be some fucking discovery.
Yep.
And before we decide to end anything too soon, I'm going to go to the Comic Book Universe Battles database, where I look over any new entries, whether there be characters, protagonists, antagonists, creatures, areas, and so on. And the recent characters, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, I just got sidewind there. We begin with Brigade from X-Force of... No, wait, no, that's not X-Force. Yeah, Brigade from Image Comics. UNSC Pillar of Autumn
Hey,
from Halo.
from the thing that I'm playing.
Reverse from King of Fighters 15. Lotta Litter from Yogi Bear. That's a stretch. Bazooka from G.I. Joe. And lastly, Steve.
From?
Minecraft?
Yes, from Minecraft.
I'm disappointed not from Blue's Clues.
No, I would have said Steve from Blue's Clues. And again, for those who didn't enter, sorry, the tournament, the writing tournament is now in session, and the winner will be getting a $100 gift card. For those of you who wanted to enter, sorry, maybe next time. Excuse me. Oh. Here's an interesting friendly debate question. You and your significant other are traveling down the road. Which finds you, thinks you're rude, puts a curse on both of you. Which one are you dealing with? Your significant other turning back into her adolescence, or yourself turning back into your adolescence?
Me turning back into my adolescence.
Yeah, same here.
Explain.
It's gonna be way easier to explain that than it is to be the other way around.
Yeah.
Would it, though?
Plus, her boobs get like twice the size, so, you know, that's cool.
I think you're fucked either way.
Listen, if it's her, I'm fucked. If it's me, she's fucked. That's, you know, how it goes. And she's less likely to get fucked. Like, I mean, she's more like... But legally speaking, I mean, like, she's more likely to get fucked by me, but, you know.
I guess you don't want to know how it feels to have a little bit of an ada. Ada.
お前はもう死んでる。
Nani?
Nani?
Oh yeah, I'll have the Omaewa. What did you say? I said I'll have the Omaewa mo shindiaru. What?
I know there's another one of these swords around here somewhere. I saw it. Fucking flood! I'm not even getting... My controller isn't even registering that I'm taking damage here. Oh, whatever. Oh, there it is.
Where was it?
Right here.
Let me guess, you had this.
Has anyone seen Hazbin Hotel?
No. I watched the original pilot way back when, but...
It holds up.
I've heard...
I haven't watched the show.
I've heard that, some of the clips from the new one, and I don't care. Whole super bunch.
It's really
Some of
good.
the voices sound way worse than they did in the original.
They took care of that. They've improved since the pilot.
Well, that's good, but have they gotten Alistair's voice back? Like where he's got the filter over it?
It's not a permanent filter. It's like it comes and goes.
Huh. Well, at least it's there.
They still have 2 to 3 songs per episode.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, apparently, speaking of songs, apparently the Wicked movie is currently in assembly cut and is 5 hours long. I saw somebody online and say, how did you make a 5-hour movie out of a 2.5-hour stage musical?
Life finds a way.
I think that's a valid question, but apparently
That
they're
is a
pulling in
valid
material from the book as, like, the novel that it was based on as well, but... I mean, does that mean that they're going to be writing a whole bunch of new songs to go with it? Like, and are they going to be the same quality as the original?
Oh, by the way, hey Alex, you did tell so how did you feel watching Doug Walker's review of the Snyder Cut?
It made more sense than Mauler's review of the Snyder Cut. Because I actually got the sense that Doug had watched the fucking movie, as opposed to having had some kind of weird fever dream and essentially done... Oh, I'm sorry. Essentially done what Jenny Nicholson did to Joker, that one guy did to the Avengers, where he said that Joss Whedon hated Captain America, you know?
How do you hate Captain America?
Life finds a way.
Here's the thing. The guy completely got the fucking... He completely misread the movie. And he came to the conclusion that Joss Whedon hated Captain America because Captain America wasn't Rey Skywalker or something.
Of course. No, he was just jealous that Marvel made a good character back in the day.
Yeah, because Steve wasn't effortlessly winning every single fight he was in, and I guess.
I mean, boo-hoo.
Oh, God damn it.
I shall now open the lighthouse. I shall now enter the lighthouse. That's all there is to this joke. There's not a third one. Oh wait, there could be a third one, but I'll save that for later.
Oh, the songs are really good too. I gotta say, from Hazbin Hotel.
That's good.
Like
I've heard
two of
some
them
of the
were
music from Hazbin Hotel. It is generally speaking quite good. Might wind up being one of
They
those
got Broadway
shows I
actors
listen
to sing them
soundtrack
too.
more than I do the
The actual show.
watch the show.
Yeah. They got Keith David in as a character.
Yes, I saw that.
I thought that was pretty fucking funny. I thought that was genius. Seeing him in there, it's like how seeing him in a project like that, it's sort of like seeing Danny Trejo in a lot of indie films. It almost seems like he did this for fun.
Man, if I was a legendary actor like him, I'd just do whatever, you know? I was like, it's time to wake up and do another strange project. I'm going to lend my gravitas to something unusual.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
That was such a strange bit. Doing that.
Like if I was like, I don't know, if I was like Robert De Niro or somebody, yeah, I'd be out looking for strange indie films to get into. It was like I want to be in your movie, and I will pay to finance this so that I can be in your movie, so that we can make some weird shit, you know?
I have now powered the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was that famous, I'd do that too.
So Facebook has been giving me some weird things whenever I'm on there, and I'm just like, look, when it comes to NSFW accounts on Twitter, or at the very least, I know what I'm getting myself into. They telegraph that to me as soon as I see their bio and whatnot, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with Facebook, it's just like, oh, did you want to see me nearly naked people? Only even though, you never asked to.
And we technically have rules against that.
Yeah, I had to report a couple things for this.
What happened?
Basically, Facebook is showing images of a bunch of
They've got
obviously drawn on nudity, but the thing is like it still goes against their terms of service.
Yeah, and it's just popping up on pages and stuff. I remember our mutual friend Dylan talking about that, where there's just like, you know, boobs and bush on the timeline from bots, and yet his artwork gets taken down.
Oh yeah, that is
Great, guys.
That is a crock of bullshit.
Great fucking work, guys.
So you won't take down the
bot. The Zuck.
So you won't take down the bots, but you'll take down a friend's artwork, even though it's safe for work. Because we know that Dylan sometimes does NSFW, but come on.
That's been a problem with Facebook forever, unfortunately.
So
they take down stuff that doesn't have nudity in it and say this has sexual content in it, and then they don't take down actual, like, sexual content.
Right.
Zuckerberg.
Bowls, 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 bowls.
Sorry, I had to quote Timmy's dad there.
That's not a. Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I know it's not. No, I know it's Dinkelberg.
Yeah, I got it.
What about the Zoidberg?
Zoidberg.
Why not Zoidberg?
Zuckerberg,
Dingleberg. I'm onto you, Dingleberg.
Oh, no, Dingleberryberg. I'm Zoidberg. Do you have trash I could eat?
Dinkelberg.
Expired yogurt droppings. Hooray! Free food.
Yep, there we go.
Okay,
That means I'm going the
you know
right
the sad
direction.
thing is the only episode of Futurama. I think
All
like
these fuckers.
I've only seen like a handful of episodes of Futurama. A couple times when it was on Adult Swim and whatnot, but that was mostly due to the fact that there were times where I couldn't really sleep and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So, oh,
So,
one of the only episodes I
There we go.
willfully saw of
I
Futurama,
forgot about that.
well, my own volition is of course the Amazon Women in the Mood episode,
Yeah.
aka Death by Snoo Snoo. That was some of the funniest shit I ever saw. Like, like we've got an island of beautiful, big-breasted and long-haired women who will literally fuck you to death.
what do they die
Like to
of?
see
Good
them,
heavens.
like to see
Yes!
them
Oh,
go up against Mr. Garrison.
Oh, God.
is Mr. Garrison like the skinny guy from South Park?
He's the guy who
Yeah,
goes, uh-oh, retard alert, and he's the guy like who ran for president.
he's the guy with the puppet.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
He's the guy who had a puppet, who thought he was straight, and then he thought he was gay, then he transitioned, then he transitioned back.
Yep.
And then he ran for president.
Eric, did you just say the F word?
And then he was a stand-in for Donald Trump. He won president because, and in a sudden turn of events, because the South Park guys did not expect Donald Trump to win the presidency, and they had to change things last minute. that was fucking great because they clearly didn't know what the hell to do.
Funny how things worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny how that works.
Meanwhile, with young Justice of Brit, and as it turns out, Superman and ended up initially winning the presidential campaign, but then he stepped down and allowed Lex Luthor to become president. And after being told about how the future,
why would you not want Superman as your president?
Because this Superman is essentially the 1940s version where
he's Fox News Superman.
Yeah. That.
Oh, so he's hated.
All right. I'm getting ready to call it for the night, but you guys can keep on going if you want.
Now that I got work, I don't know if I'll be able to really shoot as much as I want to.
Hey, Gizmo, go to bed if you have to. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, I don't have to go
I'm
to
cool
bed
with
yet.
whatever. I used to have to get up at 4:30 in the morning to go to work.
I didn't mind. I didn't mind waking up at that time. I literally had nothing else going on.
So you wake in the morning, you step outside, and you take a deep breath and get real high, and you scream at the top of your lungs, "What's going
What's
on?"
going on? But do you say, ow?
Yes, plenty of times.
Alright, so, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the
As
night.
soon as I'm done with this, then I'll call it.
I fucking... Ooh.
All right,
What is this?
got this golden banana on the first try.
Bright
Nice.
green for the warthog. Don't mind if I do. I don't give a shit about the rest of this stuff.
Let's go back up. All right, I'm gonna make a restore point. So next time on Donkey Kong 64, we're gonna be finishing up Gloomy Galleon and hopefully making more progress. Until then, hoodaloo.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
I'm going
know
to
why
say
I-
the N
I
word.
don't know why I keep ending
I'm
it off
done.
like that, but, you know. Halo, give me my mouse cursor back. I need to end the stream.